Win or go home for the Boston Celtics. I am Will Scott. You are watching Celtics Today and the Miami Heat Report. It's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The C's with their backs against the wall, trailing 3-0 in this series. I was not expecting them to be in this position. I'm sure you were not expecting Boston to be in this position, and surely the Celtics were not expecting to be in this position, but they sound confident, ready to roll for Game 4. Jaylen Brown pulled to Kevin Millar earlier today saying, "Don't let us win tonight," as we welcome in a producer, Nic Rohloff, who is also the host of the Miami Heat Report. Nick, you're up 3-0, but it's crucial. Crucial is a strong word. In my opinion, it's crucial not to give the Celtics any momentum going back to Boston for Game 5. The Miami Heat, do you feel like they're going to come out, motivated, ready to wrap this thing up?
I do, and I want to shout out everybody already tuned in with us and commenting in the chat. Thank you guys. We couldn't do this without you guys tuning in every time. So the people that are here and stay with us throughout the night, it means a lot and is awesome, so thank you. But going to the game, I absolutely do think it's crucial that the Heat win this game, and I laid it out for everybody in the chat sports office earlier today. Heat dropped this one. Going back to Boston, Game 5, they've got a little momentum. I think they'll win Game 5 at home because I don't think the Celtics would go 0-3 at home. I know they've had their issues protecting home court, but I just simply refuse to believe they would not be able to take one game at home in the Eastern Conference Finals. So that means it would come back to the Kasai Center for Game 6. And then a lot of pressures on Miami not to let it go to 7 because they did have a 3-0 lead. And then if it does go to 7, obviously anything's on the table. So to me, I really think the Heat have to close it out tonight. And if they don't, the Celtics have some life and some momentum going back home, and that's the last thing you want. The Heat are favorites in this game, over under 216.5. This is the first game Miami's been favored in this series. Hopefully they still think they're underdogs and play with that dog mentality, because if they come out confident and a little cocky and the Celtics actually choose to show up, the Celtics could finally win a game in this series.
I said last game, Rolly, when we were doing our pregame segment, I said we're going to find out pretty quickly if the Celtics show up tonight. And I feel that same way tonight. They did not show up last game. They got down by as many as 10 in the first quarter, got down by as many as 31 in that game en route to a loss that put them down 3-0. And I think we're going to find out here in the first half if the Celtics came to play, or if they have raised the white flag and are looking forward to Cancun tomorrow. They might already have a tea time in Cancun for all we know. So we'll see if the Celtics show up or not. You heard Jaylen Brown. You're a baseball guy. You appreciate the Kevin Millar reference. And don't let us win tonight, of course, referencing when the Red Sox were down 3-0 in 2004 against the New York Yankees in the ALCS. They came back and won that. I just don't see necessarily that same thing happening here. The Celtics just did not show up last game, and because of that, I am not confident that the Celtics are going to win tonight. But like you said, Rolly, if they do win tonight, you go back to Boston for Game 5, probably going to win that at home, some momentum, and then if you win Game 6 in Miami, anything can happen in Game 7.
I really do think it's possible that the Celtics come back from this 3-0 deficit. Now, everything that my eyes have told me is that the Miami Heat will play like the tougher team tonight and play with, I guess, more of an edge to them as if they're down 3-0. That's what my eyes will tell me, but my heart will tell me that the series is far from over. And the Celtics team is probably the most talented team left. I guess the Lakers are finally gone after the Nuggets swept them last night, so there's only 3 teams technically still alive in this season. And I would still think the Celtics have the best roster. I know the coaching has been brutal for Boston, and obviously the Heat have taken 3 straight games in the series, but if you had to tell me blind, take off the unis, take out the coaches, and you just gave me the roster hands out, and you asked me which roster was the best, I think I would still pick the Celtics. So they are capable of winning 4 straight here. That's why I think it's crucial that Miami closes it out tonight and celebrates on home court. Boston celebrated on your home court last year after winning Game 7 to go to the finals. Return the favor and show these fans that we came here with a vengeance the following season and get the win tonight.
Let me ask you this, and this shouldn't play a factor, but I feel like it is. Do you feel like the Heat are going to be even more motivated to wrap this thing up tonight now that Denver's already advanced?
Yeah, I mean, listen, Spoelstra, I wouldn't say Spoelstra would ever say this, but I think it's human nature to, if you're one of these Miami Heat players, it's human nature to think, shit, this Nuggets won last night. They're going to have 9 days of rest before Game 1 of the finals.
Which is crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like this preset finals date.
So if you're a Heat player, and even though they've said to the media that they're not looking ahead, even though they're up 3-0, which is the correct thing to say, but I'll bring back human nature again. If you're up 3-0, you're obviously going to start at least thinking at 1% of your brain, I guess we're going to have to play the Nuggets, assuming we close out the series. So I think they have looked towards it, and I bet some of the players would want to win this game, obviously, to end the series earlier and have more of a rest going into the NBA Finals. But as I've said so many times, this series is far from over. I know a lot of Heat fans are already saying Heat in 4. Let's bring out the brooms tonight.
Do you have a broom with you, by the way?
I should go get one.
I'm surprised you didn't walk in with one.
At halftime, I might have to go get one. Just in case. But I still think this series is long from over, and I won't believe the Heat are going to the finals until the buzzer sounds 0 on the next win for the Miami Heat.
Read this graphic they're putting up. Did you see that?
I did not.
So teams that are up 3-0, 150-0 in NBA history.
See, I don't like that.
It has never happened.
The fact that
it's never happened.
The fact that it's also equally 150 times, that feels like a milestone. We've hit 150. Now, the 151st time, you never know. And I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Well, let us know who you got in the comment section. We'll give some shout-outs.
We'll give some shout-outs. I was going to say, if any team is capable of coming back, just in terms of talent, I'm not saying coaching, I'm not saying anything like that, but in terms of talent, it's the Boston Celtics. They're capable of coming back from this 3-0 deficit. Michael Spack is not confident in the Celtics chat. He's saying sweep. Brian Gonzalez is saying Heat. Juan Herrera saying Heat. JD, Miami, all the way. Elias Hernandez, Jimmy is him. You got that right. Your local Ryan, thanks for watching, dude. Who do you got in this game? Let us know. Vote in our live poll as well. Who is going to win? Type BOS or type MIA. Celtics or Heat? Who is taking home the victory in Game 4? Celtics have to win to keep their season alive. SoFlo Soul is rocking with the Heat. Matthew Arnold saying Heat. Nicola Smith is in the chat. Brian Gonzalez. Where's Retro Sports?
Hopefully,
I see Brian Gonzalez. I don't see Retro Sports.
Retro, the realest of the real, has not tuned in yet, but I got faith in my guy.
He'll
he's
show
up.
He'll show up.
I got absolute faith. Fat Squatch says Miami. C-Note says Heat. Playoff Jimmy is coming out, Juan. I will say this, and we'll get to our keys to victory in just a bit, but I do have a little talking point I want to have for Jimmy Butler tonight. But before we get there, this is our Super Chat menu for the night. It's the same as all the other games. Hopefully, what was his name? Cohen?
Yeah, Cohen.
So hopefully Cohen shows up here tonight.
Yeah, Cohen needs to claim the shirt.
He won our Real One raffle ticket.
And if he doesn't claim it, we should give it to Josiah.
Yeah, if Josiah shows up.
If Josiah shows up, very well deserved to give it to Josiah. If Cohen doesn't show up and Josiah does, we'll see. But we got to get to at least $50 total in Super Chats to reach that raffle. $20 for some tequila shots, $5 for a beer cheers. Any Super Chat will shout you out. Right now, we only have 5 likes on Celtics. I mean, come on. Nearly 100 people are watching. That audience is going to continue to grow throughout this pregame show. Like the video if you're ready for Game 4. Because the game is on TNT, we're 10 minutes from tip. If we were on ESPN, we'd be 3 hours from tip. But the game is going to tip off in 10 minutes on TNT. Be sure to like the video on either stream, both streams. Like the video. We're only at 6 likes right now on Celtics, 9 people watching. Let's get that up. 90 people watching. Let's get that up to 20.
What I love from the Heat report right now, and they're showing me some great energy early, 28 people watching, 8 likes. Celtics Today, 90 people watching, 7 likes.
Can you tell which team is down 3-0?
We are winning the like battle with 60 less viewers. I love the energy from the Heat Report viewers. It's what I love to see from the best fans in the association. Keep it coming. Keep on hitting that like button. Because if we beat them in the likes, I tell you what, there's no chance they beat us in the game.
We'll see. Let's catch up. We got to win that like battle. If you're ready for Game 4, like the video. We're about 8 or 9 minutes from tip. Brian Gonzalez is feeling confident. Brian, where are you at, man? Let us know. Where are you watching from? We have viewers from all over the world. Just in this series alone, we've got viewers from Boston, Florida, obviously, but also Alaska, Germany, Japan. We get viewers from all over the place. Let us know where you're watching from. Eli Ruiz is in Fort Lauderdale. Very nice.
Woo, love it.
C-Note, the Cyberpunk, is in Boston. Brian Gonzalez, Miami Lakes. Brian Gonzalez saying Heat and Dolphins fan for life. And when you say Miami. Nicola Smith is in Jamaica. Very nice. Fat Squatch is in Salem, Illinois. SoFlo Souls in Fort Lauderdale. You and Eli watching the game? Got to figure out got to go to, I'm sure there's a Heat. I'm sure there's plenty of places that are going to have that game on tonight in the Fort.
Samuel Clemens in Fort Myers, Florida. We talked last stream about how I'm a frequent visitor of Fort Myers, Florida.
Yeah, are you gonna invite me this summer to Fort Myers?
If I end up hitting the Fort Myers Trail in the summer, I'll have to let Willie Finns know.
Yeah, you better let me know. I got to go check out that's close enough to Dolphins country. Are there more Dolphins or Bucks fans?
It's about Miami. It's about
I got to go check out Fort Myers.
I mean, Fort Myers is about 3 hours away from Miami, so it's decently close.
I got to go check that out. Antoine Johnson watching from Boulder, Colorado.
Woo!
Shout out Deion Sanders. Prodigy D in the Celtics chat. I don't like this parlay, by the way, from Chuck. He's going all overs. All overs.
I think he only does overs. He's like our good friend Sam Brown. His life's too short to bet the under.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, well, I think it's time to get some keys to victory.
Yes.
As we're almost 7 minutes away from tip.
Number 1 is to show up. You did not do that last game, and you got run out of the building, and that is why you find yourself in this 3-0 hole. Show up tonight. Get some energy going early. In order to do that, Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown have got to wake up. They just had a combined 26 points in the last game. Even in the first 2 games as well, you did not see them demand the ball in the fourth quarter. Those two got to wake up, man. Number 3, slow down Jimmy Butler. You got to know he's going to be motivated to finish this thing tonight. Slow him down, contain him. Number 4 is a bench player breaking out. Multiple would be nice, but at least one bench player on the Celtics breaking out. Could that be Malcolm Brogdon? Could that be Grant Williams? Could that be somebody else? But Malcolm Brogdon, the 6th man of the year, the best bench player in the NBA, had 0 points in Game 3. That cannot happen. Number 5 is defend the 3. Duncan Robinson couldn't miss last game. Gabe Vincent couldn't miss. Strus has been automatic really from start to finish in this series. Defend the 3, or the Heat might run away with Game 4.
Yeah, and on the Miami Heat side, number 1 for me is do not let up for 1 second. If you think you're good in this series and you are coasting, guess what? The Celtics will steal a game, and then all hell breaks loose in Game 5 and potentially Game 6. So if you're the Miami Heat, you have to come out with your hair on fire, acting like you're down 3-0 in this series, or if you're down 2-1 because of Game 4, that would be the more pivotal game. But don't let up and make sure you get this big-time win so you can have 8 days of rest for the Denver Nuggets. Role players need to keep on balling. Game 1, it was Kyle Lowry having 13 points in the second quarter, keeping the Heat team afloat. In Game 2, it was Caleb Martin dropping 25. Game 3, Gabe Vincent with a 29-point game alongside Caleb Martin's 22 and Duncan Robinson's 22 and Caleb Martin's 18. So the role players got to keep on showing up like they have in the first 3 games in this series. Number 3, Smell blood, Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler can end it right now. Put a staple in his Heat legacy, sweeping the Celtics after losing to them last season in the same exact spot, winning at your home court, going to your second finals in 4 years in Miami. Smell blood in the water, Jimmy Butler. Don't let the Celtics fans, their coaches, the players, don't let them off easy. Take a stake right to the heart in this game. And I want another Bam Adebayo masterclass. Every time the Heat are up in a series with a chance to eliminate their opponent, Bam Adebayo has come to play and play very, very well. Game 5 against Milwaukee in the first round, what did he do after having a poor series to that point? 20-point triple-double. What did he do against the Knicks? 24-plus points, and he absolutely dominated the paint defensively and offensively. And he's done it his entire career. You remember last year, Game 6 against Boston in Boston, yeah, Jimmy hooped and led that game with a big-time 40-point performance, but Bam showed up and played to help extend that series to 7. When you can get eliminated or eliminate someone, Bam has always come to play. So let's see another Bam masterclass. He's been the best. He's actually been the second best player in this series, straight up. Let's hopefully that continues for another game. And you got to start out hot. Don't let them get hope early. That's kind of the same thing as number 1 with don't let up. But if you start out hot and go up another 7, 8 points, 10 points in the first quarter, guess what? Those little soft losers out in Boston might roll over and let them pet their belly, because they might just give up. I'm telling you, put a stake in their heart early, and you'll see Boston fans crying on Twitter. You'll see the team crying on the bench. Just go out and prove a point to the rest of the NBA, and you'll have 8 days of rest before the NBA Finals.
We're about 3 minutes from tip here. Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. Rolly, what would you have done if I had told you that the Heat were going to be up 3-0 before the series started?
I would have called you crazy, that's for sure. Because 3-0 without having home court advantage, that is some type of accomplishment, man. If the Heat were the home team and you told me, all right, they protected home court and won the first 2 games and then stole the first game in Boston, okay, I believe you. But having to win 2 straight games in Boston and then win 1 game back at the Kasai Center protecting home court, that's just incredible.
Game 2 is the shocker. I wasn't stunned that the Heat won Game 1. Game 2 was shocking, not to mention, the Celtics had a 12-point fourth quarter lead in that game and lost. Thanks, Grant Williams. That was the shocking game for me. And it was also shocking to me that the Celtics just did not show up in Game 3. Must-win game. They didn't even show up. We'll see if they show up tonight. But I'm going to reiterate what I said after Game 3. If the Celtics didn't show up for Game 3, what makes me believe they're going to show up for Game 4?
That's a good point.
You know?
That's a good point. We got, if you're ready for Game 4, type me. We got Juan Herrera, DJ I'm Like That, Alex, C Note, Brian Gonzalez, Double A being a hater. You can do whatever you want, Double A, but Chase Sr.'s the homie. He does a great job. Why you got to be so negative towards us? Prodigy D says me. Eli Ruiz says, hell yeah, me. Elias Hernandez says, I remember in Game 1 when Nick said he was going to be talking a lot to the rest of Chat Sports if Miami sweeps. Look like we're here, lol. Yeah, I mean, hey, if the Heat sweep and beat Celtics today, sorry, Will, and we beat Knicks now last series, I'm already talking that raw. We got to get it done again to be in the NBA Finals. Benjamin says me. A lot of Heat Report viewers are excited for today's game. Type in their me's. Celtics today, I've seen 2 me's. So we can tell who's really pumped up for Game 4 and who's not.
By the way, Thoe Ziz, sorry if I mispronounced this, Thoe Ziz, Zaya, whatever. I am watching from Kobe, Japan. Like I said, viewers from all over the world, we appreciate you watching. All right, almost tip. Jayson Tatum, ready to roll. Jaylen Brown, ready to roll. Here we go. Game 4, must-win game for Boston. They just have to have the one game at a time mentality. If I'm Joe Mazzulla, I'm like, if the Heat can win 3 games in a row,
Oh, yeah.
you best believe we can win 4 games in a row.
It's mini storyline to take a peek at. I know Heat fans will know this storyline quite well. Scott Foster is the lead official.
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
That benefits the Celtics, so I don't know why you're acting like that. Celtics have a notoriously good record with Scott Foster. The Miami Heat do not. As Jack Ladere hops in the stew and says the extender.
He's not wrong.
Heat fans, I'm talking to you right now. Tip-off is about to be underway. If you're pumped up, you're ready to go, type those fire emojis in the chat. I want to see the entire chat blazing with that Heat fire.
Jeff Stamps, my old Kentucky home from Louisville, is in the chat. Let's go, C's. We need this. Come on, Will. I appreciate you watching as always, Steph. Scott Foster's officiating. That's very good news for Boston. Very good news. NBA doesn't want 2 sweeps. Heat win the tip.
Heat win the tip. You win the tip, you win the game. Not actually, but that's always what I tell myself on 2K when I'm playing. Bam Adebayo will dribble it up. He's met by Al Horford. Same starting lineup as Game 3. Max Strus gets on the right side. 4-3. No good.
Rebound Boston. Horford to Tatum. Tatum drives out to Horford for 3. It is good. Al Horford knocks it down to give Boston a 3-0 lead. Huge 3 from Big Al.
Yeah, I mean, if Al Horford can hit those threes, that would be big time for the Celtics offense. As Kevin Love answers with a straightaway triple to tie it up at 3. Kevin Love played about 6 minutes in Game 3. He said he had cramps. Looks good now.
3-3 game. Jayson Tatum has it left side. Screen from Horford. Tatum to Derek White in the corner. White got the start today, not Robert Williams. White now in the paint. Drives. Runner is good. Contested. He got it to drop.
Yeah, big time finish by Derek White. Gabe Vincent the other end. He's going to be guarded by Jaylen Brown. Interesting to see Gabe Vincent draw the Jaylen Brown assignment. He gets it to Strus on the right side of the court. He'll get a screen from Bam. Strus gets it to Bam on the slit. Bam inside to Jimmy. Jimmy posting up Tatum. 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. He'll kick it out to Strus. Strus going to have to jack a 3, and he turns it over. Jimmy Butler a little too passive there, and it caused Max Strus to be put in an uncomfortable situation and turn the ball over.
Not a great possession by Miami. 5-3 Boston. 90 seconds in. Gotta have it game for Boston or you get swept in the Eastern Conference Finals. Jaylen Brown, top of the key dribble, hands off Tatum. Tatum skips it off of Kevin Love's foot kick. Ball it'll stay with Boston.
Celtics offense looks good early here, Will. They got an open look for Horford. He made it, and then they got Derek White isolation. He got inside for an easy layup.
Jaylen Brown, cross-court pass White for 3, splash. Celtics have come out swinging. What I tell you, Rolly, we're going to find out very quickly if the Celtics have showed up. It looks like they might have.
Yeah, they've only taken 3 shots, and they've made all 3. Good offense by the C's early. Jimmy Butler, guarded by Derek White. Jimmy will drive in, pull up mid-range, short. And they're going to call foul, looks like, and Jimmy will head to the line. Al Horford commits the foul. Jimmy Butler will head to the free throw line for 2 to make it a potential 3-point game. This is the 9th time in Miami Heat franchise history they are up 3-0 in a playoff series. Jimmy's first free throw, no good. Jimmy Butler will do this from time to time. He's a phenomenal free throw shooter. He was shooting 96% from the free throw line in this series, but when he misses free throws, for some reason, it is always in the first quarter. His second free throw, good.
8-4 the score. Boston leads very early. Marcus Smart with the basketball left wing. Takes a dribble right. Pass to Brown. Brown drives in. Brown tries to draw a contact. He does, no call, but puts it up and in anyway. 10-4 lead.
They have not missed yet. 4 for 4 from the field for Boston. Strus has it now. He's looking for Jimmy in the post. Guarded by Derek White. They get it to him. Extended at the three-point line. Jimmy Butler drives in, kicks out to Max Strus. Strus pump fakes, drives in. Mid-range from Max Strus, and it's good. Max Strus mid-range game. I can't remember the last time I saw him take a shot like that.
Derek White drives baseline. Out to Smart. Smart for three. No, too strong.
It's about time the Celtics missed a shot. Kevin Love with the rebound. He gets it to Jimmy. Jimmy will be slowly walking it up the court. He's met by Jaylen Brown. Jimmy drives right, gets inside in the baseline, and turns it over. Jimmy looks like dog shit early, got to be honest. The exact opposite how I've expected him to look. I would have thought he would have tried to put a kill shot in the Celtics early.
10-6, Boston leads. Tatum for three. No, off right rim. Back-to-back misses for Boston.
Bam drives in on Horford. He'll post him up. Nothing there for Bam, and he kicks it out to Jimmy. 12 on the shot clock. Jimmy gets a screen from Bam, now guarded by Tatum. Jimmy drives in, has he straight to the rim. Easy bucket for Jimmy Butler to make it a 10-8 ball game.
I think Jimmy needed that, Nick, after kind of a rough start offensively. Easy layup to make it a two-point game. Boston has it now on the right into the Kaseya Center. Jaylen Brown nearly lost it, got it back. Brown will reset. Brown to Horford, catch and shoot three, rattles out.
Rebound Bam. Boston has now missed their last three shots. Bam will push. He's guarded by Derek White. Take him, Bam. Tough pass from Bam to Kevin Love. Missed layup. I think Kevin Love should not have taken that shot.
White for three on the other end. No, Boston, after a good start offensively, has been missing, but Jayson Tatum with the offensive rebound in the putback.
Yeah, just can't allow that to happen. Can't let the Celtics get offensive rebounds. Gabe Vincent drives inside, floater off the glass, good. His first shot is up and in. Gabe Vincent stays hot from the last game.
He had 29 last game, is that right? 29, man. You're not gonna win if you have Gabe Vincent putting up 29 points against you. 12-10 Boston now, 7:20 to go first quarter. Jaylen Brown, he drives, and I thought that was a foul. They say no foul right in front of Scott Foster. Then it went off of Brown's hand out of bounds.
It's a great no call.
I would agree. Good no call there, I would think. And then it went off of Brown.
Both Jimmy and Bam went straight vertical. Jimmy got his hand on the ball. Great defense from the two best players on the Miami Heat. Bam now has it top of the key, swings it to Butler. Butler guarded by Derek White. He's hunted this matchup all series long. Jimmy backing down Derek White, spin, pump fake, spin again, post fade, good. Jimmy Butler with another bucket.
Has he ever missed a mid-range shot in his life? Has he ever missed that shot? I don't think so. 12-12. The lead is already evaporated. Jayson Tatum lost the ball.
It's Jimmy Butler in transition, one-on-one with Marcus Smart, and he doesn't take it. He'll slow it down, wait for Kevin Love for a trail three. No good. Jimmy should attack Marcus Smart one-on-one there, and he at least gone to the cup to try to draw a foul.
Up ahead, Brown. Horford needs to move around. Stop setting up on the corner, man. Jayson Tatum. Off his foot. Jayson Tatum, that's his second turnover. Dribble it off his foot out of bounds, trying to drive baseline.
And that's just the Bam Adebayo effect, man. Sometimes you can get frustrated with his offensive game, and I get that. But what you can never get frustrated with Bam Adebayo about is his defense. He is the best defensive player in the NBA. I will continue to push that narrative because I truly believe it. He's one of the best rim protectors, and he's one of probably 3 or 4 guys in the NBA that you can truly say can guard 1 through 5. That phrase gets thrown out around this league too many times. Bam Adebayo truly can guard 1 through 5.
By the way, we're 13 subscribers away from 16,000 on our Celtics channel. Can we get there in the next minute? Be sure to subscribe. The channel need 13 more subscribers to get there. Subscribe to the channel. If we get there in the next minute, I'm taking a shot. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hopefully the season does not end tonight, but if it does, we're going to have you covered throughout the Celtics offseason. And then we'll be back for Game 5, hopefully, on Thursday night. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. Come on, 30 seconds. How many more subscribers do we need? How many more subscribers do we need? 12 more subscribers. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And you're approaching a milestone as well, Nick.
Yeah, on the Heat Report, we are 32 2 subscribers away from 700. And as always, when we hit 100 subscribers in totality as we move forward towards 1,000, I'll take a shot at tequila. We'll keep that trend going. 32 subscribers away. We've actually picked up 5 since we started this watch party. When we get to 700, I will be taking a shot at tequila. If the Heat close it out tonight, you know what you can expect tomorrow if you subscribe? A Miami Heat versus Denver Nuggets finals preview. But hey, they got to win first. But make sure you hit that sub button. We'll be here for all Miami Heat news and rumors throughout the offseason and rest of the postseason.
Whatever stream you're watching on, be sure that you subscribe. Just launched a Miami Heat channel in the last week. Celtics, meanwhile, fast approaching 16,000 subscribers. We got a 12-12 game here, about 5 minutes in. Nick, it was a promising start for the Celtics offensively. They made their first 4 shots. They have struggled since.
Yeah, I mean, Boston got out to a blazing start, going up 10-4, I believe. Al Horford hit a 3, Derek White hit a 3, and a couple layups for Jaylen Brown and Derek White. Got the Celtics off to a hot start, but since then, the Heat on a little 8-2 run to tie the game at 12. And since that point, Boston's missed a couple shots. Tatum's turned it over. Jaylen Brown's got blocked. That's the type of play you've seen from this Celtics team throughout this series against Miami. You're hoping for a different team down 3-0 to try to steal a game and hopefully extend this series. You got that good Celtics team for the first 2 minutes. The last 2 minutes, not so much. But let us know down in the comment section, will the Heat complete the sweep tonight? Type Y for yes, N for no. Indirectly, it's telling us who you got in this game, but it's another way of asking. We'll see, can the Heat complete the sweep? Jimmy Butler will bring it up now. Heat ball after the Jayson Tatum turnover. He gets it to Strus. Strus looking inside, gets it to Bam, guarded by Horford on the left wing. Bam drives by Horford, bullies him, and gets pulled down, and they're going to call foul.
Yeah, that's an obvious foul call.
Bam just blew right by Horford on the baseline, and as Bam sat and pump faked, Horford grabbed his hips and pulled him back. That's Al Horford's second foul of the night, so keep an eye on that one. Robert Williams will check in. We got I'm Like That saying why, Lightning Bolt saying why, Juan Herrera, Samuel Clemens, Brian Gonzalez, and Kane all saying their whys for the Heat completing the sweep. Bam now has it after the inbounds. He hands it off to Strus. Strus will get a screen from Bam. Strus gets a pocket pass to Bam. Bam drives in, kicks to Gabe Vincent to Kevin Love in the corner. Kevin Love with his second three-pointer of the night, and the Heat have their first lead of the game, 15-12.
Kind of a similar start for Kevin Love that we saw in Game 1. Came out, or maybe it was Game 2. Is that the game that he left early?
Yeah, Game 3.
Yeah, Game 3, excuse me. Jaylen Brown answers for 3 on the right end. We're tied once again.
Jaylen Brown has been horrific from three-point range in this series. I believe he only is like 2 of 20. As Gabe Vincent looks the answer, and Gabe Vincent still can't miss. He hits a pull-up 3, 18-15. Gabe Vincent, are you shitting me?
Like I said, you got to defend the 3. On the other end, it's stolen away. Smart was going for the alley to Rob.
The Heat have done an excellent job forcing turnovers. Boston's making their shots when they're open. Give them credit. But the Heat defense, I've actually liked what I've seen from them, causing a lot of turnovers. Bam has Marcus Smart on him in the post. They don't look for him. They should. Strus now has it, gets a screen from Jimmy, gets it back to Jimmy on the left side. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Jimmy will take a 3. No good. That was just a bad possession. You got Smart on Bam in the post. Get it to Bam.
Up ahead, Brown to White. Corner 3 is no good. Rattles out.
Derek White's missed 2 threes, Will, but the 2 he's missed have been in and out. His shot looks good early. And Marcus Smart will be called for an off-ball foul. Him trying to get good position. He was matched up with Bam again. Little check into the hip of Bam, and it's a foul on the C's. Grant Williams will check in for Smart. And Kyle Lowry will come in. Cody Zeller will come in, and Caleb Martin will come in. So massive changes for both teams going to their bench with the 4:30 mark.
First time we've seen Martin tonight, right?
Yes.
He's been phenomenal in this series.
He has been, I've called him Paul George on Twitter.
He's looked like Paul George.
He's been incredible. And Grant Williams will guard Caleb Martin. Interesting, they stick Grant on Martin and not on Jimmy. Strus has it at the top of the key. He'll get a screen from Zeller. Max Strus gets it to Zeller. Zeller inside, loses it right to Jimmy. Floater, good. Heat, 5-point lead.
That just fell right to Jimmy. Unfortunate there for the C's. Now down 5, 4:15 to go first quarter. Can't let Miami go on a run, but you turn the ball over.
Jayson Tatum with his third turnover. It results in a fast break with nobody
7-point
back.
lead.
And Max Strus with a nice little slam.
Elias Hernandez saying he smells the blowout. I'm afraid I'm right there with you. Not a good start for Boston. You know, it's funny that they actually did have a promising start on offense, making their first 4 shots. They had a lead. The lead was 10-4. Since then, you get outscored 18-5, and now you're down 7. 18-5 run for Miami.
Yeah, and Miami's just playing incredible defense. I mentioned that Boston's getting good, decent looks at times, but when Boston isn't getting 3-point looks, they've trying to drive in the active hands of Bam, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry have come to play early, forcing the 3rd turnover alone for Jayson Tatum, and it results in an easy slam for Max Strus to take a 7-point lead. I know you just mentioned that Elias Hernandez says, I smell a blowout. There would be nothing to make me happier than to have this game be a blowout so I can just celebrate and party going to the NBA Finals in the second half, but it's a long way from that.
I'll say this. If this turns into kind of similar to what we saw last game, I mean, Boston might as well just get on the plane to Cancun. They cannot get down north of 15 points in this game, or it's over, and Miami is going to run away with it. Right now you're down 7, but you're right, Elias. And you're right, Nick. Miami right now, they smell blood in the water. They're trying to slam the door shut. They're trying to end this series now, and if you give them a big enough lead, it is over. You have got to keep this tight if you're Boston.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Will. And I want to implore our viewers to like the video. If you're having fun, whether it be on Celtics Today or the Heat Report, hit that thumbs up button. 100 people watching on the Heat Report, only 25 likes. I want to get to that 50% like rate. Can we get to 50 likes on the Heat Report? And if you're on Celtics Today, there's 470 of you guys watching and only 42 likes. That's flat out embarrassing. Just like the Boston Celtics. If you want to be not like the team playing on the court right now, hit that thumbs up button.
You know, I can't even respond because the Celtics are down 3-0. If the Celtics win this game, I can start kind of hitting you back there with those shots.
Yeah.
Firing back. By the way, we're 8 subscribers away from 16,000 on Celtics. Make that 7 subscribers away. So if you're watching right now, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm taking a shot once we get to 16,000 subscribers. How many subscribers can we get in the next 30 seconds? If you're watching, I know all of you are not subscribed. Let's change that. Hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 16,000 subscribers. We need 4 more. Come on. We need 4 more. Let's get there before the end of this commercial. We need 4 more subscribers to get to 16K.
Eddie Hung says in the Celtics Today chat, both conference finals are sweeps. Unbelievable. Well, if you think it's unbelievable, it's because it is. It would be the first time in NBA history that both conference finals series would be sweeps if the Heat end up winning this game. First time in history.
We have reached 16,000 subscribers! I'm taking a shot here in a second. Shout out Celtics fans keeping the positive energy even though they're down 3-0. As Jayson Tatum makes a 3. There we go. 4-point game. 4-point game. Absolutely huge out of the timeout there.
Yeah, good set from Joe Mazzulla there. The Heat look to respond. Jimmy Butler has it on the right side. Hands it off to Max Strus. Strus will get a screen from Cody Zeller. Strus pulls up for 3. No good. Rebound to Malcolm Brogdon.
Strus 0 of 2 from 3-point range. On the other end, it's Brogdon. Left wing 3 is on the way. It's short. Don't love that shot.
And Brogdon has been horrible since game 1 in this series. Lowry drives in, is fouled by Tatum. A little extra shove from Tatum. Tatum's a little bitch.
Yeah, he was going for the ball. He ended up kind of getting his shoulder, and it's definitely a foul.
Butler will inbound it with 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Heat lead by 4. Jimmy looking, doesn't find anyone, gets it to Caleb Martin. Martin guarded by Robert Williams here, take advantage of it. To Lowry, to Zeller, now to Jimmy. Jimmy will get a screen from Zeller, switched on with Robert Williams. Jimmy with an isolation. Jimmy drives in, floater over Robert Williams, no good.
And then Tatum gets a rebound. He's smacked in the face. That's a foul, I believe, against Jimmy Butler.
I believe it's against Cody Zeller.
Excuse me.
Jimmy Butler's walking down the other end, telling Zeller, my bad, I can't miss that. I mean, it was a pretty easy floater for Jimmy Butler, and he just bogeyed it. Smoked it. Can't be happening if you're Jimmy.
Michael Spack is saying, drink the full bottle. Man, I don't want to die, so I'm going to pass against that. But cheers to Michael. Cheers to all of our Celtics Day subscribers for 16K. Jaylen Brown has it. Bounce past Brogdon. Brogdon drives in. Brogdon lost it. Robert Williams gets it back. Now it's knocked out of bounds by Butler. It'll stay with Boston. Man, Malcolm Brogdon has not been very good.
I'll say this, Will, is that the active hands from Miami when Boston drives into the lane has really shown in this game, in this series. They've just caused havoc for Boston.
Jayson Tatum. Tatum, step back three. No.
Good defense from Caleb Martin there, forcing a tough shot from Tatum. Jimmy Butler clears with the rebound. And then the other way, there's a loose ball foul by, looks like they're going to call it on Grant Williams. Zeller and Williams got tangled up, both hit the deck, and they're going to call foul on Williams, and the Heat are in the bonus, so Cody Zeller will out to the line, a bad free throw shooter. So don't expect the Heat to come away with 2 points here. Let's watch the replay. And Robert Williams, so what happened is Williams and Zeller were matched up running down the court. Williams gives Zeller a push, and Zeller loses his feet as he makes the first free throw, and he runs into Grant Williams. So they're saying, I think the foul is on Robert Williams. It wouldn't make sense if it was on Grant because Robert pushed Zeller into Grant Williams. I don't know what the exact call is, though. Zeller's second free throw is good. My goodness, Cody Zeller made 2 free throws. Hallelujah.
6-point lead for Miami. If you're Boston, man, you got to finish the first quarter strong. You got down. It was an 8-point deficit at the end of the first last game, and then it got out of hand. Robert Williams out to Smart for 3. No good. Rebound Butler. Man, I just don't love these shots the Boston Celtics have been taking.
Jimmy will push, and he's going to be met by Malcolm Brogdon. Going to get a screen, but he rejects the screen. Jimmy inside, pump fake, goes up, and is blocked by Robert Williams.
Denied. Rob! What did I say? More of Robert Williams, less of Al Horford. Robert Williams has been far better defensively in this series.
Jimmy Butler was trying to draw a foul on Brogdon, but no call. Robert Williams with the swat. Now they'll get it into Jimmy. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Guard by Brogdon. Isolation. Butler drives to the right. Stops. Will fade away. Fouled that time by Brogdon. Butler will head to the line to potentially make it an 8-point game here in the first quarter.
I don't like, Nick, the energy that Boston's playing with right now. I don't like the body language from Boston. I don't like anything about what Boston's doing right now.
Yeah, the Heat's defense has been really good in this game as Jimmy makes the first free throw. And I don't know if it's body language, they're mentally checked out already, but I just see the Celtics driving into the paint too many times, and they are either getting stripped or just lose the ball. Now, credit the Heat defense, but this feels like Celtics aren't fully right there mentally, as Butler makes both to make it an 8-point game.
1:45 to go first quarter. C's desperately need a run here at the end of the first quarter. Get some momentum. Smart has it right wing dribble. Smart fires it to Brown far side. Brown, great feed. Down low to Williams who slams it home. 6-point deficit. That's what you need.
Heat the other way. Kyle Lowry now has it. He's guarded by Brogdon. He'll get a screen from Cody Zeller. Kyle Lowry kicks it to Jimmy. 10 seconds on the shot clock. A switch gets Brogdon on to Jimmy. Now it's Robert Williams. Jimmy drives right, kicks to Caleb Martin for 3. Good! Caleb
There's Paul
Martin
George again. There's Paul George.
Again.
There's Pacers Paul George.
Caleb Martin is unbelievable. He can't miss in this series.
He's just ridiculous. 9-point deficit. That hurt. I'm not going to lie. That hurt. Robert Williams is stripped.
Kyle Lowry, great active hands again. It's a 4-on-3 break, and it gets stripped. Great defense.
That was big. Up ahead, Rob. Come on, Rob. Rob is fouled. And he'll go to the line.
It's an unfortunate turnover on the break
that was
for Miami
big.
after forcing
I saw
a turnover.
Duncan Robinson on the left side. I was thinking catch and shoot 3. Instead, they get stripped. Boston goes the other way, a chance to make this a 7-point game, but one of their worst free throw shooters, and Robert Williams, the third, at the line right now. All right, here we go. Come on, Rob. Put him in. First free throw is up, and it's short. I wish I could say I didn't see that coming.
If you guys were with us in Game 3 when the Heat were blowing out the Boston Celtics, I quoted Ari Gold from Entourage, "Get the F out of the Kaseya Center." Funny enough, the actor that plays Ari Gold, Jeremy Piven, is actually at this game.
Jeremy Piven is there?
Yeah, he's sitting
man.
about 4 or 5 spots left of actually Mike McDaniels, believe it or not.
That is awesome, man. Mike McDaniel's there again. I think he's been pretty much in every single home playoff game.
Now, what else you got to do in Miami this time of year? I know there's OTAs, but who cares? Lowry pulls up for 3. No good. They went 2 for 1 there. And if the Heat can get a stop here, they'll have no worse than an 8-point lead heading into the second.
Malcolm Brogdon has the basketball top of the key. Last shot here for the Celtics in the first. Jaylen Brown for 3. Uh-oh. Who's down?
Lowry.
Lowry's down. Grant Williams, the offensive rebound, put back no good. Now Grant Williams is fouled. Lowry went down. Did not look good originally. He got back up. Now he's bending down again.
Yeah, it looked like there's a wet spot in the court. Lowry slips, and it looks like he pulled his groin or something.
Went up trying to contest the Grant Williams shot.
It happened. The injury happened before that, though.
He's going to stay in, I don't know. He might be checking out here.
He couldn't get pulled out anyway at this point. 9 seconds left in the quarter. Grant Williams will head to the line for 2. They're going to look at this. I don't know what the foul
I don't know what they'd
would be
looking at
upgraded to. It looked like a pretty standard play. It's Tyler Hero shown on the screen. And if you have not seen the update from the Heat Beat or the Heat Beat reporters about Tyler Hero, is it looks like he will not come back even in the NBA Finals. Grant Williams gets hit in the face, but it was nothing malicious. Lowry goes for the ball and just catches a little bit of Grant Williams' face along with an arm.
Yeah, I don't think this should be a flagrant foul.
I mean,
it kind of was the side of the face too. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was such a slight
it was like
hit.
right. It was right here. It wasn't right in the face.
This would be pretty effing soft if this gets upgraded to a potential flagrant foul. Look at Nikola Jovic on the bench, dude. Nikola Jovic got strong. He put on some muscle while in his first year of sitting on the bench. I don't want to get off target, but I'm drinking the Kool-Aid on Nikola Jovic. I think this dude can be an absolute star for the Heat. And it looks like
he got some minutes last game.
It looks like it will remain a common foul.
Common foul. First free throw from Grant is good. His first point. Scott Foster still has that cut.
Yeah, he got from LeBron. Afro Abe, Kyle Lowry looks like he got a little banged up, but he's still in the game.
Both free throws good.
Kyle Lowry, bring it up. It looks like he's going to have to shoot a 3 here, and he pulls up for 3. No good. Put back by Zeller. No good.
I don't know why Kyle Lowry would be shooting that shot.
Cody Zeller, it just pisses me off to no avail. I hate Cody Zeller. I know you can't play Bam full 48, but my goodness, Cody Zeller gives you some awful minutes. I tell you what. Oh, that's the end of the first. And I just want to take this time to remind some of you folks to subscribe to the Heat Report. We got 140 people watching. We're 18 subscribers away from 700. When we hit 700 subscribers, I will be taking a shot of tequila, usually $20 on our Super Chat menu, but you get it for free when you subscribe and get us to 700. We'll be here all off-season, Heat news, Heat rumors for the NBA free agency, NBA draft, and assuming we advance to the finals, we'll be live for all those games too. So make sure you do hit that sub button.
Just surpassed 16,000 on Celtics a moment ago. Be sure to subscribe. So now we're trying to get to 17,000 subscribers, and we're going to have you covered throughout NBA free agency. And if the Celtics do not come back in the series, there's certainly going to be a lot of rumors on what's going to happen in Boston this offseason. We're going to be breaking down those rumors. Anything we hear, we're certainly going to report. So be sure that you stay in the loop with the C's by subscribing to Celtics Today.
Brian Gonzalez saying the Heat need a point guard now alongside Gabe Vincent, starting point guard Nic. You know what, Brian? I'm a 6'2", bigger guy, but I got the size, I got the height to play in the league. I'm 6'2". I could be a nice little PG. I was actually at LA Fitness earlier this morning. I was actually there hooping for about 2 hours trying to get in my Jimmy Butler bag, just feeling the vibes. I was hooping.
You were hooping for 2 hours?
I got there at 10:45, didn't leave till 1:15.
Oh, my God.
So, actually, that's about 2.5 hours. But I was just working on my craft. I was hooping, too. I was trying to act like Jimmy Butler, but realistically, I was Duncan Robinson hitting those threes from deep.
Brian Gonzalez saying Willie needs to be the coach of the Celtics.
He said, can you be the coach of the Celtics?
I don't think they would be down 3-0 with me as the coach.
You're right. The series would be already over before Game 4 started. I don't know how that would be possible, but it would.
Hey, you're not giving me enough credit. You're talking to the 2000 and I want to say 16 Upward Sugarland Baptist Church runner-up for 5th and 6th grade basketball. I was the head coach of that team that went 8-2 that season.
So you're telling
That's
me
a better win percentage than Joe Mazzulla has in the series.
You're telling me you went runner-up, so you're celebrating losses.
Disgusting. No, I'm not celebrating. I'm just saying. I'm just outlining the facts.
Pretty disgusting.
Me as a 5th and 6th grade basketball coach had an 8-2 record. 8-2.
Now you want to see real coaching? It's me, because I actually coached the St. Bonaventure men's club basketball team a couple years in college, and guess what? It was the first, and under my watch as head coach, the St. Bonaventure club basketball team went to the first regional tournament in school history.
Why weren't you on the team?
I was a player coach, actually.
Player coach, okay.
Yeah.
Like Flint Tropics.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Celtics have the basketball. We're underway in the second. They're down 6. Jayson Tatum, elbow jumper, no good. Don't love this start from Tatum.
Jimmy Butler still in the game, which is a little surprising. Heat come the other way. It's Caleb Martin, layup over
He's
Tatum.
Just ridiculous.
This dude is unbelievable.
He's ridiculous,
you might as well give him a lifetime contract now.
I respect it. I respect it at this point. Heat up 8. Horford, hands off. Brogdon to Al. Don't like that shot. And it goes, though. Al Horford, his second made 3. And it's a 5-point deficit.
Kyle Lowry remains in the game. So does Jimmy Butler, which is odd. He usually takes a 3-4 minute rest here. Bam is checked back in. I wonder if the Heat want to play Jimmy the majority of this game to potentially put it away. Kyle Lowry lobbed a Bam! A Bam slam on Al Horford's head. God, Bam has just been an absolute beast this series.
That is just ridiculous. Brogdon drives baseline. Brogdon shot no good. Martin the rebound up ahead. Lowry.
Lowry push, no numbers, so he'll settle and kick it back out to Jimmy. Jimmy will settle the offense. 15 seconds on the shot clock. We'll get a screen from Lowry. Gets Derek White on him. Jimmy puts him in the post. Jimmy now gets to the center of the court, kicks to Lowry, corner three, no. Pass to Jimmy, back out to Lowry, two-man game, no good for Lowry.
I feel like you have too many talented three-point shooters for Lowry to be shooting that shot consistently. Brogdon drives, he missed the layup. Malcolm Brogdon,
And
what is going on?
And that's what happens when you search for contact rather than worrying about making the shot. Brogdon tried to draw a foul on Jimmy and smoked the layup. Jimmy now guarded by Brogdon. Jimmy goes inside, kicks it out to Duncan. Now we get to Lowry. Lowry's been a little rough shooting in this game, but now Duncan has it on a handoff from Bam, no good. Some iffy shooting from the Heat in this game. Lucky they're up 7.
Al Horford, another three. Is on the way, and it's good. I take back everything I said about him shooting that shot. Big Allen's feeling it. 3 3-pointers, and we're not even halfway into the second quarter.
Jimmy now has it, guarded by Derek White on the left side of the court. It's isolation. He'll get a screen from Bam. And it's an illegal screen from Bam. Bad minutes here.
Celtics have some momentum. Gregory, that is not true. I'm not a better coach than Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra is the best coach in the league.
Some rough possessions here for the Miami
But I
Heat.
appreciate the love, Craig.
They've been living with Al Horford threes the entire series. It's worked out. It is not right now. Heat still have a 4-point lead, though.
Brogdon, pump fake, back out Tatum. Tatum drives, spin move. Is that a charge? Yes, it is, says Scott freaking Foster.
Caleb Martin with excellent defense. Folks, he just isn't a scorer for the Miami Heat off the bench. He'll defend. What great defense. And he gets perfectly set as Tatum does his patented spin move where he throws his shoulders and ball at you. And Caleb Martin watched the film, took the charge. What a play by Caleb. Gabe Vincent checks in for Lowry. Thank goodness. Kyle Lowry's been actually pretty bad this series. This game. Jimmy Butler now has it, guarded by Derek White. Kick to Caleb Martin. Martin guarded by Williams. Martin drives in, and Williams is going to draw a blocking foul as Caleb Martin goes down holding his arm. Be okay, Caleb. Be okay. We need you, kid. Caleb gets up a little gingerly, still favoring that right arm. So next time he takes a shot, be on the lookout for that potentially bothering him. I actually agree with Grant Williams here. That should not have been a foul. Caleb Martin lost his footing. Lucky call for the Heat.
I agree. Terrible call. Terrible call.
Duncan Robinson looking to inbound it, gets to the Gabe Vincent, 12 on the shot clock. Gabe Vincent guarded by Malcolm Brogdon. Now gets Derek White. Gabe Vincent drives baseline, layup no good, but a foul on Derek White, and Gabe Vincent will head to the foul line. It was clear foul on that one. That was a good call by good old Scotty boy. Gabe Vincent just got an absolute body push from Malcolm Brogdon. Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin, man, I've been critical of at least Gabe Vincent sometimes. But those two have been unbelievable supporting casts in this series and in playoffs. Vincent's first free throw, no good. You give the man compliments and he misses.
Still a 4-point game. Oh, Brooks Koepka's in the house tonight.
I'll tell you what, Brooks Koepka is on an absolute heater. He lives in Miami, wins the PGA Championship in my hometown, Rochester, New York, over the weekend, goes to the Panthers game where they won again, and they're up 3-0 like the Miami Heat, and then now he's here at the Heat game looking for the sweep. Also, I'm pretty sure he's decent friends with Jimmy Butler, so that's why Brooks could be here. But Gabe Vincent's second free throw did go, and the Celtics come the other way.
Jayson,
wow.
I should say Derek White with the putback plus the foul. Derek White a chance for a 3-point play.
I'll be honest here. I don't know how that can be a foul when Derek White put back. Okay, I see Jimmy's hand actually got him on the shoulder, but Derek White goes over the back of Jimmy for the putback and one. Derek White's given some really good minutes here in the first half.
White at the line. Free throw is good. Bounces in. 2-point game.
Celtics.
What I say, I said keep it close.
They're going on a little bit of a run here in the second quarter. Vincent now has a guard by White. Vincent rejects the screen from Bam. Now Vincent will take a tough step back three, in and out.
Not a good shot. Good defense from Boston, though. Derek White has a chance to tie or take the lead. Tatum drives. Layup is good. We're tied.
Tied game, 8 minutes to go. Jimmy still has stayed in this game for its entirety. Bam gets it to Duncan, who pump fakes, drives by Tatum, drop off past the Bam, turnover.
Stolen away. Celtics moving quickly. Derek White stops his dribble to Grant Williams for three. Yes!
Timeout, Eric Spoelstra.
Celtics have the lead. Hey, what Jaylen Brown say? Don't let us win tonight.
Yeah, he's done a lot. He's dog shit. He has 2 points in this game. Jaylen Brown hasn't done anything.
Grant Williams has 5 after that. You love to see it. Celtics have responded. They were down 8 in the first half. Now it is, or first quarter, now it is a 3-point lead for Boston. How about Grant Williams, man? That was huge.
Let us know in the comments section, who do you got? Celtics storm back, take a 3-point lead with 7 minutes to go in the first half.
A.B. Bailey, we appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Brian Gonzalez is saying Heat. David White, feeling good about the C's, saying Boston, let's go. Brian Gonzalez saying positive vibes only. That's my motto, dude. Dan McLeod saying no worries, Heat will still win. Michael saying both teams are not doing well. SoFlo Soul saying no need to freak out.
Heat have not been good in the second quarter. It's been actually, I'd say, quite bad of a second quarter for Miami. Turning the ball over, not taking good shots. I want Jimmy Butler to be more engaged on the offensive end. I feel like he's been a little passive. I mean, we're, what, is that 4 minutes and 15 seconds into the second quarter, and the Boston Celtics have outscored the Heat 14-5. That just can't happen. That just simply can't happen. Bam also has taken one shot, and it was an alley-oop. I feel like Bam needs to be more aggressive. I feel like a lot of people need to be more aggressive. I get that the Heat role players have played out of their mind. It has done well, but this is a closeout game. Jimmy, Bam, take us home. Take control of the team and get this win for the Heat. Come on.
I'm not going to lie. When the Celtics got down 8, I thought this was maybe going to be a rout. But I've been pleasantly surprised of the way that Boston has responded here. They're playing with more energy. They're playing with more effort, and it's showing, and they've done it with Jaylen Brown on the bench. It's worth noting.
Jaylen Brown sucks.
He does not suck. He has had a bad couple of game series in his own head.
He sucks.
740 people watching on Celtics. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We just hit 16,000 subscribers. Let's get to 17 now. Keep the momentum going here on Celtics Today. Hit that subscribe button. Rolly, how are you feeling after that run?
Nothing has changed for me.
Nothing's changed?
I knew this was going to be a tight game. If you expected a blowout in this game, got to be quite frank with you, you don't know ball.
Fair. But did you expect a blowout in Game 3?
No, but I'm just saying, like, you can't expect. I know some people might say the Celtics might roll over, but they're just too good of an organization, and they have too much championship pedigree on their team to roll over. Shams in the building.
On his phone.
Heat the other way. Max Strus checks in. Jimmy checks out. Vincent will get a screen from Bam. Now gets it to Bam, guarded by Tatum in the post. Go to work, Bam. Bam gets right by Tatum. Layup. What did I say in that timeout? Get Bam more aggressive, and the first thing he does, easy blow by Jayson Tatum.
Coach Rohloff, you said it. Coach Rohloff. Derek White has it left wing. Gets a screen from Tatum. White, crossover dribble. To Tatum in the corner being doubled. Back to White. White to Brogdon. Brogdon has been bad. To White for 3 left wing. Too strong. Lowry the rebound.
Great box out from Bam Adebayo. Won't see that in the stat sheet, but he cleared the way for Lowry to get the rebound. Now Lowry will drive inside. Kicks to Caleb Martin. Lowry traveled. Lowry's been goddamn awful in this game.
Travel. Celtics ball.
Kyle Lowry's been horrific in this game.
Not as bad as Brogdon. Has the ball now. Grant Williams now has it to Tatum. Skip pass. Back to Williams for three. No good. Rebound. Brogdon. Put back is good. He's finally on the board. Did not score at all last game.
You know who let up that rebound because they didn't box out? Kyle Lowry. Bad play by him in this game. It's getting really on my nerves. Caleb Martin has it right side. He'll get it to Bam in the post. Guarded by Grant Williams. Back out to Caleb Martin, who now gets it, drives by Al Horford, easy lay-in. Caleb Martin can't get stopped.
He's just so good. 1 point game, 6:20 to go, second quarter. Brogdon spin move to Williams, back to Brogdon, left wing. Brogdon being tightly defended by Lowry. Now Martin defending him. I think he dribbled it off his foot. Yep, Heat basketball.
Malcolm Brogdon might as well be wearing Bam Adebayo's jersey because he's wearing 13 in white. That's how bad Malcolm Brogdon has been. And it was clearly off Malcolm Brogdon. I can't believe he tried to tell the official that it wasn't. Gabe Vincent now has it. Gets a screen from Bam. Vincent will use another screen from Bam. Vincent now drives in. Layup. Good. Heat retake
Wide
the
open
lead.
layup. You can't let that happen. Can't let it happen.
Heat retake the lead.
Jayson Tatum with the basketball. Left wing. Skip past Brogdon. Brogdon drives. Back to Derek White for three. Yes. Celtics regain the lead.
You got to stop helping off Al Horford and Derek White because they're the only guys that have been able to consistently hit shots for the Celtics. As Gabe Vincent looks to answer with a three, no good. Tip out Kyle Lowry. Swung to Caleb Martin for three. Oh, my God. Caleb Martin. Timeout, Celtics. Caleb Martin, where have you been my entire life? We don't need Damian Lillard in the offseason because we have Caleb Martin. This is unbelievable.
I mean, why do you have Horford defending him? I mean, Al Horford has been god-awful defensively in this series. I really don't understand why you have him on Caleb Martin because it's going to create shot attempts like that, and Caleb Martin has been automatic this entire series. It just can't happen. You got to figure out a way to stop Caleb Martin. That's not something that I thought the Celtics were going to have to worry about in the series. It's something the Celtics have to worry about right now because if they let Caleb Martin keep doing that, curtains, this series is over.
While we are in this timeout in the second quarter, we are 14 subs away, now 13 subs away from 700. If we get to 700 subscribers, I'll take a shot at tequila, usually $20 on our Super Chat menu. I'll do it for free if we hit 700. Listen, diehard Heat fan here my entire life, looking to grow this new channel here at Chat Sports. Do watch parties, hopefully, for every game of the postseason, whether it be in the NBA Finals or the rest of the series. Heat news, Heat rumors, all off season long, and especially we'll cook up the trade simulator on ESPN and cook up how we can improve this roster in the off season. You can bet on that.
Also, just surpassed 16,000 subscribers on Celtics. How many new subs can we get in the next minute? How many new subs can we get on both channels in the next minute? Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We got 900 watching on Celtics right now. Hit that subscribe button. Let's see if we can get Heat to 100 subscribers in the next minute as well.
Yeah, we're now 11 away, 689. Can we get there before we resume from timeout? Michael Spack says, I will join you, Nick. Michael Spack, that's because you're a real one, an absolute legend. 690 now. Can we get 10 more subs before the game resumes? Can we get there?
10 more subs.
I'll throw the sub link in both chats.
Let's get to 700 subscribers on the Heat channel.
Both links are in both chats.
Taking a shot when you get there, right?
Yep, 691. Nice. We're 9 away. Can we pick up 9 more before play resumes in about 30 seconds? Oh, I typed wrong. I can't read. We're at 691. 692. Can we get to 700? 690, 693.
Come on.
Slowly but surely. Let's get to 700. Let's get to 700. Come on.
David White sums it up. Celtics forever, but Nick, you're a cool dude.
Appreciate you, David
I
White.
agree with that, David. That's a good statement.
Talon says, done. I got you. Just did it. That's because you're a real one. Oh, a little jump to 696. 697. Can we get to 700 before play resumes? We got about 15 seconds.
You know what? I shouldn't be doing this, but if we get there in the next 15 seconds, I'll take a shot for the Heat channel.
No, the broadcast is back. We need 3 subs in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did we get there? 698.
Oh, so close. It's all right. We'll get there in a second. Game back on Celtics basketball. Jaylen Brown checks back in. They've been better without him, and he lost the ball, but he got fouled.
I thought that was good defense there by Gabe Vincent, but it might have got him on the arm. Oh. Jimmy taking a rest in the middle of the quarter. We just got our 699th subscriber. One more, and I'll take a shot.
Jaylen Brown at the line.
He sucks.
Misses the first.
He's averaging 16 points in this series, shooting 37% and 10% from 3 while having one of the worst minuses on the Boston Celtics. I actually like Jaylen Brown's game, but just in this series, he sucks. I'm going to have to call it how I see it. Brown
misses both.
He almost
airballed
it. He is completely
airballed.
He is completely in his own head. Completely in his own head.
And Joe Mazzulla must see this because he has had some long stretches on the bench in this series.
Foul off the ball on Robert Williams, trying to get good position with Bam Adebayo in the post.
Are you surprised that Butler's still not back in here?
No, I'm actually not.
Okay.
I'm actually not. Oh, as we did hit 700 subscribers.
You know what? I'll take a shot.
Wait a minute. We just lost one.
What?
Down to 699.
All right, hold on a second.
Tequila's going away.
Nope. Oh, I'm already subscribed.
Bam inside, guarded by Robert Williams. Bam. Bad, good defense from Robert Williams. Bam, horrible shot.
Up ahead, Smart. Bounce pass Brown. Brown, the dunk. I thought he was going to dunk. Instead, lays it up and in to give the Celtics the lead.
Back come the Heat and Gabe Vincent. Vincent, Lowry on the court together. I hate when Spo plays them together. They just struggle to defend. Vincent inside. Great pass to Bam for a slam.
Behind the back.
And it's now 45-44
like
Miami.
CP3 in his prime. Good game here, Rolly. White out to Smart. Catch and shoot. 3. No.
Good rebound by Max Strus. He'll get it to Gabe Vincent, who has been incredible in this series. Looks like Jimmy is set to check back in. Vincent drives right. Pocket pass to Bam. Pump fake. Mid-range. No good.
Derek White, the rebound. Sees down 1. White quickly up the floor. White stripped by Lowry.
And it's going to be outletted to Caleb Martin, who will go in for an easy slam. Heat with a 3-point lead.
Martin's got
There's
12.
a good play by Kyle Lowry.
Jaylen Brown, bounce pass Robert Williams. Back to Smart. Don't shoot that, Marcus. Thank you. To Jaylen Brown. Brown, crossover, step back. Jay, no.
Jaylen Brown
just can't get it going, man.
Lowry will push to Bam. Bam hands it off to Gabe Vincent. Cassius centers getting fired up on their feet. I absolutely love it. Let's hit a big shot here, folks. Vincent inside, and he is fouled from behind. Gabe Vincent with a heady play gets Jaylen Brown on his backside and gets bumped and will draw a foul. Great pass from Gabe Vincent on the other end. As this time we officially passed 700 subscribers at 703.
Cheers.
So it's time to take a shot at tequila.
Cheers.
Shout out to all you 703 people. Subscribe to the best upcoming Miami Heat YouTube channel in the game.
Cheers to the Heat subscribers. We appreciate everyone supporting both channels. Cheers.
Caleb Martin has it. Step back 3. Passes it up and gets it to Gabe. 5 on the shot clock. Vincent will take a 3. Fouled. And Gabe Vincent will head to the line for 3. Gabe Vincent is just continuing to make smart IQ basketball plays. Where would this Heat team be without Gabe Vincent? He was horrible for the final 4 games against New York, but against Milwaukee, the first 2 games against New York, and this entire series, Gabe Vincent looking like someone who's going to get paid in this offseason as he is a free agent.
Makes the first. It's very important for Boston to finish the first half here strong. You got to go into halftime with some momentum, and if Miami goes up double digits here, I'm not going to say it's over, but it's not going to be good.
Listen, the Celtics is too much of a talented team to say it's over. Because if Jaylen Brown, who I've said has sucked, yeah, but in this series, if he can finally start hitting some shots, the Celtics team becomes a different team. And if we're going to be quite frank, the only reason why the Heat are up 3-0 is because Jaylen Brown has completely gone MIA in this series. Heat lead 50-44, 3 minutes to go. Closing quarters and halves, most important thing to do in playoff basketball. Let's see how the final 3 minutes go.
Derek White to Tatum. Quick pass, Brown in the corner. Back to Tatum. Tatum back to Brown. Catch and shoot three. Nope. He passes it instead to Robert Williams. Good decision. Robert Williams under the basket puts it in.
Yeah, Mr. Smooth, we hit 700 subs, but I just took a shot for him. Gabe Vincent now has it. Gets a screen from Bam. He rejects it. Vincent drives left. Lefty lay. No good. Bam Adebayo, the offensive rebound. He'll kick it out to Caleb Martin, who fakes a three, drives in, kicks it out to Strus. Strus will now drive in. Overpassing from Miami. They've had 2 looks to take a three. And now the foul on Derek White inside the paint, grabbing Bam Adebayo, and Bam will head to the line. The Heat got lucky, and they're going to the line for a couple of free throws, but Caleb Martin passed open a wide open three. Max Strus passed open a wide open three. Overpassing there for Miami. Bam makes the first free throw to make it a 51-46 game. Matthew Peterson just texted me the most outrageous thing of all time.
What did he say?
He texted me, goes, would you rather the Heat win tonight or the Mets?
Oh, come on.
Like, the Mets are we're regular season game in May.
Come on, Petey.
Bam makes both free throws. It's back to a 6-point game.
You're not going to meet many people that are their teams are the Patriots, the Mets, and the Heat, but that is Nic Rohloff.
I have explanations for all of them. We'll save that for a different day.
Jaylen Brown has it right wing. Takes it in. Back out Grant for three. Grant Williams, have a night. His second made three cuts the deficit in half.
The Celtics role players have been really good shooting the ball in this game. I mean, Al Horford, Derek White, Grant Williams, all hitting big-time shots. Strus gets it to Bam on the left post, guarded by Grant Williams. Bam will face up. Pump fake, now will shoot a midi. Good bucket from Bam. There's the aggressive Bam Adebayo that I love to see. Heat back up 5.
Jaylen Brown quickly to the other end. He's not being aggressive, not taking it in. Jayson Tatum for three, no. Celtics get it back. Grant Williams thought about another three and said, passes Tatum underneath. Tatum fouled. Good call there by the officials. Jayson Tatum will go to the line, try to cut the deficit to one possession, I should say.
Good pass there from Grant Williams to a cutting Tatum. Clear foul.
I thought Grant Williams was about to shoot another three. Instead finds Tatum underneath. Number 0 at the line for 2. First one is no good. So after Jaylen Brown misses both, Jayson Tatum misses the first. Just can't happen.
Cody Zeller checking in for Bam. Bam probably has 2 or 3 fouls. I don't really know off the top of my head right now. That's the reason why he's getting subbed out. But every time Cody Zeller comes in the game for Bam, it makes me cringe.
Jayson Tatum makes the second 4-point deficit. Brad Stevens looking on.
You're Miami. Can you make this a 6, 7, 8-point game entering the half, and you'll probably feel pretty good about yourselves. Gabe Vincent going to get a double screen from Caleb Martin and Cody Zeller. Vincent now guarded by Robert Williams. Vincent drives left, push dribble, gets to the Martin. Martin pump fakes. Martin step back, hezzy, bad possession, and it's going to result in a turnover.
Terrible possession, Boston basketball. Jaylen Brown pushing it against Vincent. Brown to Smart to Williams. Williams, 4, 3, no, not that time. Jimmy Butler the rebound.
Out to Caleb Martin, who will drive in, layup, good, big time rebound and bucket from Jimmy to Caleb Martin.
That's a big swing.
And now what's happening?
Could have made it a one-point game. Grant Williams.
Grant Williams is upset about something. And they're going to review it. I don't know what they could possibly review.
Announcer said something about delay of game?
I don't think you can review a delay of game, though.
I don't know.
Oh, the review.
Let's see. Tatum bumps.
Yeah, the review is going to be on Jayson Tatum.
It was completely incidental. Completely incidental. This should be, I can't even believe they're reviewing this.
But
no call.
But they're saying Jimmy pushed Tatum. Now I'm just confused. And nothing is made of it, and it will just be Celtics ball. There is no foul. Heat retake a 6-point lead with 45 seconds to go. Tatum talking to the officials about something, probably whining and crying like he always does. God, nothing aggravates me more than when players just whine and bitch to officials. It's okay to disagree and say, hey, if I get fouled, you say, hey, that was a foul, and then run back the court on defense. Right. But when you think you get fouled, they don't call it, and you just sit back and don't play defense because you're yelling at the official and whining. There's nothing that fires me up more than when a player does it, because it's bad basketball.
1,000 people watching on Celtics. Be sure to subscribe. C's have the basketball down 6. 46 seconds left to go first half. Jayson Tatum with the basketball. Guarded by Martin. Tatum to Smart. Smart cross court. Grant Williams. Grant Williams now drives, puts it up, no good. Zeller the rebound. Heat have it. 7-second differential shot in game clock.
The Heat will not go 2 for 1, so the Celtics will have final possession in this half. Heat have a chance to make it an 8 or 9 point game. Jimmy Butler's doing fancy dribbles between the legs with no one around him just for fun. He'll now get a screen by Caleb Martin. Jimmy pull up 3 over Robert Williams. No good. Don't love that shot from Jimmy.
Tatum, 5 seconds. Tatum, 4 seconds. Tatum, spin move to Smart. Smart for 3 at the buzzer. No, it's short. Would have loved Smart to have just shot it the first time. He took a dribble left, had to think about the shot more. He missed it. 6-point deficit for Boston at halftime. Far better than last game. You're down 15 at the half in game 3, but still a deficit for Boston at halftime. It's manageable, though.
Yeah.
Close game, tight game, entertaining first half.
What did the Heat lead after 1? Was it 23-29? So I believe they split the second quarter there. We are getting our halftime stats ready, so stick with us for our halftime show. Heat lead 56-50 in a potential closeout game at the Kaseya Center.
Be sure to like the video. We have over 1,000 people watching on Celtics, but just 146 likes. Let's get to 200 likes here before the end of halftime. Also, be sure to subscribe. We've already gained about 100 subscribers on today's stream. Eddie saying, I smell a storm coming for the Celtics. We'll see, man. Johnny feeling all right. Michael saying Celtics are hanging in there. Yeah, this is a game. This is a game. And it's crucial for the Celtics to come out in the second half. And, you know, something that concerns me is the coaching difference here. You got to know Spo is going to have a good game plan coming out here in the second half. And we'll see if he outcoaches Mazzulla here, which he has done pretty clearly in the first 3 games of this series. Got a post-game, or a halftime show, I should say, coming up. We'll break down some first-half stats. Me and Rolly will give some of our takeaways from what was an entertaining first half. Some lead changes. You had the Celtics storm back after being down 8. Heat finish of the first half on a run. And now lead by 6. 56-50 is the halftime score. Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals, with Miami leading 3-0. winner go home for the Boston Celtics. 64% of people in the Celtics live poll saying that Boston will lose this game. Celtics fans not confident. They might be feeling a little bit better now than they did sometimes in the first half. It's still down 6. As we take a look at our first half stats, the score 56-50. Celtics have 13 assists. Heat have 12. 23 rebounds. I should say 19 rebounds for Miami, 19 for Boston. C shooting 45%. Heat shooting 52%. But Miami is 5 of 16 from 3. Is that right?
Yeah.
25 three-pointers for...
Yeah, they've been chucking them
What?
up, man.
25 already?
I mean...
Oh my God. 25 three-pointers attempts in the first half for Boston. That is unbelievable.
It's fascinating to see the Heat, who have outshot the Celtics in every game this series from 3, actually trail at the half in three-pointers made by 4, and their shooting percentage is much worse as well, 36-31. Now, they are shooting 52.6% from the field. So what that tells you is that the Heat have struggled a little bit from beyond the arc, but the Heat are getting downhill into the lane in making most of the shots. I mean, Caleb Martin's had a couple 2 or 3 layups in transition with nobody really around him. And we'll get to his individual stats again. While he's been absolutely incredible, he leads the Heat in scoring, actually, if you believe it or not, as TNT is showing it right now. But we'll show Caleb Martin in a bit. Yeah, the Heat have not been able to hit their three-pointers, and that's the difference between Game 3 and Game 4, right? The Heat in Game 3 couldn't miss from 3, and that's why they were up 15 at the half, while I actually think this half played out pretty much the same way as Game 3. Now the score is about 9 points closer, but that's because the Heat missed the majority of their threes. So if the Heat just shot 2 better threes, shot 42% from 3, which is what they have done this entire series, this would be a double-digit game. So that's why I think I'm really not that concerned if I'm a Heat fan, because you still got a 6-point lead at half, and it should be probably around 12 or 13 because you haven't been able to hit your threes, but you're going to hope in the second half you can hit the threes. And hopefully you'll have Jimmy and Bam play a more aggressive second half, because I really thought the two of them were honestly semi-passive in that first half, which you wouldn't expect when they smell blood. I mean, Jimmy's got 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists on 3 of 7 shooting. He's missed a couple threes. Jimmy has not been playoff Jimmy, and I know a lot of us expected that he would.
But he hasn't been playoff Jimmy in every game this series. I don't think he was playoff Jimmy last game.
Well, it's because he didn't play
He didn't
the
need to
entire
be, though.
fourth quarter.
He didn't need to be.
I mean, he played not even 30 minutes for the first time this postseason, so obviously you'd expect that. But Jimmy still had 27 in Game 2, and obviously had 35 in Game 1.
I think Jimmy Butler has the potential to take over in the second half. Like he might just say, F this, I'm finishing this right now, and he might just completely take this game over in the second half. That would concern me if I'm Boston.
Yeah, maybe he does, and I hope he does, but Jimmy has not been that assertive, aggressive Jimmy that I thought we were going to see from start to finish, with obviously potential win going 1 to the finals, and 2, having 8 days of rest in between this game and Game 1 of the NBA Finals. I really thought you'd see Jimmy Butler empty the tank knowing he would have 8 days of rest if they won this game, and he really hasn't done that quite yet. Maybe he plays the final 24 minutes in this game and empties it out in the second half. Now, Bam, he has been really good. Not a lot of rebounds. He hasn't really found his playmaking role in this game, but he's 4 for 6 from the field and has 10 points. The standard Bam Adebayo half, which he's just been so damn consistent since the start of that Knicks Heat series. So that's what we love to see from Bam. He's been terrific. Once again, the best big in this series.
Yeah, Bam's fantastic. He's so tough to defend. He's a matchup nightmare for your Boston. Like I said, more of Robert Williams against him, less of Horford. And we saw Robert Williams have a little bit of success defensively in this first half. Had that block against Butler. getting some rebounds. I just think he's a better matchup against Bam than Horford is, no question.
Yeah.
Caleb Martin's ridiculous, Nick.
Caleb Martin, once again, putting the Heat offense on his back, had 25 on the road in Game 2, 18 last game. He has 14 in the first half, and he has yet to miss a shot. 2 for 2 from 3. He's had a couple transition dunks because of turnovers, and he's had a couple blow-bys where he drove in on Tatum and finished it over him, and he drove in on Al Horford and did a nice little right-handed layup with Horford on his back. I mean, Caleb Martin, you can't say much more about him because he's just been terrific, and you can argue that he has been the second best or third best wing in this series, right? Like the best wing in the series has been Jimmy. The second best wing has been Tatum, even though he's down 3-0 in this series. He's been pretty good in games 1 and 2. He had 30 points in both those games. And then the third best wing, which you would think would be Jaylen Brown, right? Nah, it's been Caleb Martin this entire series. And the same thing could be said about Gabe Vincent. He's been the best guard in this series. Like, think about that. A series that had Derek White, the sixth man of the year, Malcolm Brogdon, Marcus Smart with all his pedigree. But no, the best guard in this series has been Gabe Vincent for the Miami Heat. Man, it's truly incredible what Vincent and Caleb Martin have been able to do for this Heat team. And it's the reason why, I'll say it again, they're up 3-0 as opposed to Boston or down 0-3. It's because the role players like Caleb Martin and Vincent have taken their game to new heights. They're playing the best basketball they've ever played in their entire career on the biggest stage. That's just incredible. And that usually goes the opposite. You'll hear analysts say that playoff basketball is where the real hoopers show up because the guys that rely on spacing and people not playing 100% in the regular season to put up fake numbers, they go back down in averages and shooting and numbers because people are playing 100% the whole time. And what does it tell you that two role players on Miami have upped their game to new heights in the postseason?
Yeah, Gabe's been fantastic, and I'll reiterate what I said last game. He did not have a good game in Game 2, and then he hit that huge shot at the end of Game 2, made the free throws to seal the win. That gave him a lot of confidence, I think. He goes out in Game 3, is arguably the MVP of that game for Miami, 29 points, 11 first-half points here. And that's been a huge difference in this series. You have role players stepping up for Miami, not so much with Boston.
Yeah, and I mean, we can flip over to the Boston side of things, and we see a lot of comments right now. Tamar Bowles and Eddie Hung and Michael Spack. We'll get to those after we break down the first half stats. But Tatum, you just saw it. He's decent game, 8 points, 8 rebounds. You can't be too critical of his game thus far. The only thing you can be critical of is the fact that Caleb Martin and Gabe Vincent have scored more than him. So, once again, he's not providing the scoring the Celtics needed. And listen, the Celtics still played what I thought was a good half offensively. But Tatum, I think, needs to be more involved. And let's see if he finally gets in a good fourth quarter in him in this series.
Well, I don't think he's made a shot in the fourth quarter of this entire series.
He has not. Nikola Jovic has scored more field goals in the fourth quarter than Jayson Tatum. I actually tweeted it out.
I'm sure you did.
Funny. I did.
Yeah, I'm with you, Rolly. Tatum's got to get more involved here if the Celtics want to have any chance. And I'll bring Celtics fans back to Game 6 against Philly, where their backs, much like this, against the wall, obviously different. That was a 3-2 deficit, but still, it was a elimination game. Jayson Tatum was really struggling, and then in the fourth quarter, he explodes 16 fourth-quarter points, leads the Celtics to Game 7, and then drops 51 in Game 7 to lead the Celtics this series against Miami. Jayson Tatum, when he is on, nobody is better in the league, arguably, when Jayson Tatum gets going. So if Jayson Tatum can beat Jayson Tatum in the second half, the Celtics are going to win. But he's got to be a little bit selfish with the ball. I want to see him taking more shots, just 7 attempts in the first half, 3 made field goals. I want to see Jayson Tatum be a lot more aggressive, and I think you can say the same about Jaylen Brown. Brown has really been struggling. He's just averaging 16 points per game in this series, Nick. Disappointing performance last game, just 12 points. I think we were expecting him to really take over after that great first quarter he had in Game 3. After that, he was non-existent. Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum have got to be alphas here, man. You got to be alphas. You got to feel like you're the best player on the court at all times, those two, or otherwise the Celtics are done.
Yeah, and I've said this entire first half that Jaylen Brown sucks. Now, does he actually suck? No,
he sucked in the series.
Jaylen Brown does not actually suck as a basketball player. He's very talented, and all 30 teams in the association would do probably close to unspeakable things to add him to their roster. Now, I'll say this, though. He's been bad this entire series, and I mentioned that you would have expected him to be the second or third best wing in the series behind Jimmy or Tatum. And you can argue that sometimes Jaylen Brown is better than Jayson Tatum. But Jaylen Brown has been the fourth best wing in the series. Caleb Martin's outplayed him off the bench for Miami. Jaylen Brown needs to get his shit together before it's too late. You got 24 minutes to overcome a 6-point deficit. Will they do it? If not, this could be Jaylen Brown's last game as a Celtic, because those rumors of him turning down the extension and testing free agency or demanding a trade could really become louder and louder into this offseason if he goes out the way he did.
Hey, look at Retro Sports. What's up, Willie and Rolly?
Yeah.
Retro, that's our guy, man. He's a real one. We appreciate Retro watching over on our Heat channel. Brian Gonzalez and him have been the most loyal subscribers over there early on. Derek White, good quarter from him. You know, it's funny, or for a good half from him, I should say. You know, it's funny, Rolly. He was actually one of my keys in Game 3. I'm like, Derek White can be an X factor. He wasn't that in Game 3. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered if he even had a good game because the Celtics got beat by 26 points. But Derek White with a good first half here. And like I said, these role players for Boston have got to step up. He did. Grant Williams did. 8 points, 2 rebounds for Grant. He had 2 made threes as well.
Yeah.
So that was great to see. Obviously, Grant was, obviously under a lot of harsh criticism for poking the bear against Butler in Game 2. But it's good to see him having a good game here in Game number 4.
Yeah. So these are the 3 leading scorers for the Miami Heat. I assume we're probably 3 to 4 minutes away from the second half. But before we get to that second half, we've done subscriber pushes, we've done like pushes, but there's something else I want to push, and it's to follow both Willa and I on Twitter. My handle is at the bottom of your screen, at Nic_Rohloff. I'll throw it in both chats, and we'll do Will here in a second. But in the next, I'll extend it pretty far here until the second half resumes. So you got for the rest of the entire half. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll follow you back. I tweet about the Miami Heat on a daily basis, all things surrounding your Heat. So if you want to follow me, be pretty cool. We could interact on Twitter. I'll throw it in both chats so you guys can follow me on Twitter. I'll follow everyone back who follows me until the end of the halftime show from TNT and we get back in. So follow me. It'd be pretty cool. We could create a nice little interaction.
Yeah, be sure to go follow Nick. If you're on Celtics as well, follow Nick as well. He knows ball. We'll just say that. He knows ball. College basketball especially is your specialty.
I can actually cater to some Celtics fans here as well. It might hurt my credibility on the Heat report, but as Will alluded to earlier in this half, I have somehow become a Miami Heat diehard fan, but I'm also a New England Patriots diehard fan. So if you are a Celtics...
Fins Nation, boo this man.
So if you
are...
If you're a Celtics and Patriots fan, you can follow me and get the best of the Patriots world. But I do tweet, I would say, more about the Heat. So follow me over there if you're a Heat fan. Make sure
Brian Gonzalez doesn't like you anymore. Brian Gonzalez is like, oh no, I'm kind of out on Rolly. I'm gonna support Willie Finns over here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's just how the cookie...
Brian Gonzalez is pissed, man.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
Make
sure you follow Will Scott on Twitter too
at Will Scott 44. We're still tipping here. Real ones will understand that. Jaylen Brown, left wing to Smart as we're underway in the second half. Smart down low, off balance shot doesn't fall. I don't like that shot. Don't like Smart taking it down like that, and it's Heat basketball.
Jimmy Butler has it on the right side, guarded by Derek White. Immediately spin into the lane, no good, but an aggressive start for Jimmy, even though he missed the layup.
Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown needs to be really good in the second half for Boston to have a chance. I believe he got fouled.
He did. It's on the pass, though. I don't really understand where the foul is. I'm sorry, Heat fans. Yeah, I'm a Patriots fan. Unfortunately, you guys had to find that out about me, but it was bound to come out eventually. I had some family back in the day become a Patriots or be Patriots fan, so that's how I ended up there. Jaylen Brown mid-range jumper is good. Good start for Jaylen Brown. Gabe Vincent will bring it up the court. He will be met by Jaylen Brown. Gets a screen from Bam. Vincent drives in, left-handed layup. Tough finish from Gabe Vincent over Jaylen Brown.
Derek White quickly the other way. Layup is no good. You cannot miss layups.
Heat come the other way. Kevin Love for three. No good. Rebound to Jimmy Butler. Put back.
Oh, he missed it.
He missed a wide open one, but it's back out to Strus, and he's blocked. What is going on? Strus again for three. Good.
I wonder what you're about to say. Yep. Saw that coming.
Jimmy Butler misses the most easy shot he'll ever have, and it results in
Jaylen Brown for three. I do not like that shot. Stop rushing shots. Create some ball movements.
That's just the Heat season right now in these playoffs. Jimmy Butler misses a wide open three or layup, and what happens? The Max Strus three. Butler penetrates the Celtics defense, will pull it back out, guarded by Horford. Jimmy will drive in, floater, no good. Jimmy continues to struggle in this game. Here come the Celtics.
Al Horford to Tatum, Tatum to Brown, mid-range pump fake to Horford now for three. No, Al Horford, he made 3 threes in the first half. Season's on the line. You're down 9. I don't like him shooting the ball.
Bam has in the post, guarded by Horford. Bam goes in. Tough floater. No good. Bam and Jimmy. Rough start to the second half for the two of them.
Up ahead, Tatum. Tatum, right wing dribble. Tries to get a screen from Horford. Lost the ball, but a foul is called. Very fortunate there for the Celtics.
I thought Kevin Love did a perfect job of getting the ball there.
Very fortunate are the Celtics.
Shout out to Grace Hope and Tayon Leopards for the follow. I'll have to check next time if any more did.
Jayson Tatum, 4-3. Yes! Jayson Tatum connects from the right wing. If he gets going, the Celtics have a good chance to win this game.
Vincent the other way. Loses his dribble, gets it back. Now has Jaylen Brown on his back. Floater off the glass, no good.
Tatum the rebound. Up ahead, Smart. Smart the layup. He decides not to go for it. Back out Tatum for 3. Yes! Oh, boy. Jayson Tatum back-to-back threes.
Heat offense looks abysmal here to start the half. Jimmy's missing easy shots. Bam missing easy shot. Just disappointing, man. Kevin Love guarded by Derek White in the post. Kevin Love's going to back him down. Post tuck short. What are we doing?
Smart right wing. Chance to tie here. Al Horford to Brown. Brown back Horford. Back Brown. Brown guarded by Butler. Now double team. Bounce past Horford. And is there a timeout or a foul? Timeout Joe Mazzulla. Timeout Celtics.
Jayson Tatum getting hot here early. Let me check to see who else followed me on Twitter, if any.
Also, you can follow me at WillScott44. We'll be giving shout-outs for whoever follows us on Twitter. At WillScott44, at Nic_Rohloff.
Shout out Franz Bagayas, Grace Hope, and Tayon Leopards.
Shout out Brandon, Adam S., Nando Talk, The Butler, Stephen Lawhorn, PJ, JQ, Hustle Westbrook, Tyrone, Rabinski, Uncle J, Jando, David Nuno, Caitlin, Sean, Finn's Everything.
Let's get the chat rate moving a little bit here, folks. I feel like we have a little lull in the game. I want the chat on fire. Will the Heat complete the sweep? Y for yes, N for no. Let's see how many responses we can get on both the Heat Report channel and Celtics Today. We'll give some shout-outs to the people that let us know. We got Ivan, the killer of Thanos. I am Iron Man. That's a long name, but I love it. Saying no. He's going with the C's. Gregory Haddock saying no with the C's. Michael Spack says Y for the Heat. Brian Gonzalez with a lot of fire emojis. I love it. Plus a Y for the Heat. Alvin Hilton says no. Dibbin says he got this. Gregory says no sweep for the Heat. A.B. Bailey says slow start for the Heat. Yeah, the second half has been a little discouraging. I wanted the Heat to come out and put a dagger in this game early, but it's going to be close, I think. Woobkits says no. Theo says, did someone say 81? Jayson Tatum will not be dropping 81 points in this game, but maybe he can extend this. I believe you said you were watching from Japan earlier, so shout out to you.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Viewers from all over the world.
Matthew Arnold says 6. I don't know what quite that means.
Heat and 6? I think that's what he means.
Hopefully it's just Heat and 4. Major Hurricane says why. Hey, Major Hurricane, your profile picture is of the Miami Hurricane logo. Did you see that the entire football team is at the game tonight? Yes, you heard that right. The entire Miami Hurricane football team is at the Heat game tonight. How cool is that?
Mike McDaniel also in attendance.
Yeah.
Brooks Koepka is there as well.
Anthony Edwards
and Alex Rodriguez.
Who were both there on Sunday night's game as well. Very interesting to see Anthony Edwards in Miami. There's Jeremy Piven. I love it, baby.
That's awesome,
Ari
man.
Gold in the building, baby. Derek Jeter. Boo. We can all agree on this. From Miami, from Boston. Boo. Derek Jeter.
Are you on the he's the most overrated player of all time train?
Absolutely. Below average defender. He can obviously hit, but people think he's some otherworldly shortstop defender. Couldn't be farther from the truth.
Celtics basketball, they get into Smart. Hands off. Well, thought about handing off Tatum. Instead kept it. Horford to White for 3. Splash, and we are tied. It is a 9-0 run for Boston.
This has just been absolutely horrible basketball the past minute and a half from the Miami Heat. It's been very frustrating to watch. Jimmy Butler now has it. He'll swing it to Strus. Strus looking to answer. Will drive in, and he's stripped turnover. Here
Lost
come the
the ball.
Celtics.
Celtics have numbers. Jaylen Brown, the layup is good. Celtics regain the lead. It is an 11-0 run.
This is just disgusting. And I quite frankly think the Heat are going to lose the game right now, the way they're playing. Another turnover.
Oh, another steal. And it's Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, the layup is no good, but he got fouled.
Nope, foul on the rebound. Not on the shot.
Okay. Celtics playing with some energy. Over 1,000 people watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel.
To me, there's just no way the Heat win this game the way they look right now. They look like shit.
When they were up 9, man, this was on the verge of maybe not being a manageable deficit for Boston. Now they have the lead. Jayson Tatum started that run. Tatum with the ball. Tatum, floater, good. 4-point lead for Boston.
Quite frankly, I think Boston might win this game by double digits. This has been an absolute joke of a second half for Miami. Butler has it on the left side. He's going to get a double screen. He rejects it. Butler drives in, gets to the Gabe Vincent in the corner. Vincent will drive in. Offensive foul on Bam. This is just becoming a...
Gabe Vincent is down. He gets up. He's fine. Offensive foul on who?
Bam.
Wow. Gabe Vincent made the layup. It didn't count. Celtics are up 4. There is 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Jayson Tatum with the basketball. Boston is on a huge run. Smart trying to extend the run. He made it for 3. Timeout, Eric Spoelstra. Celtics up 7. Wow, wow, wow.
I mean, I'm close to saying this game's over. The Heat look like complete dog shit. They look like a team that doesn't care to win this game. They look like a team that's complacent, up 3-0 in this series. Newsflash, it's going to be 3-1 going back to Boston. And guess what? If you lose that game, it's now 3-2 in Game 6 in Miami on Saturday. And now if you lose that game, you're on the verge of being the first team ever to blow a 3-0 lead in the NBA. This is becoming a joke.
The Celtics are on a 16-0 run. They were down 9, and I was on the verge of being like, not looking so good. But right now, Boston is feeling it. And like I said, what I say at halftime, get Jayson Tatum the ball. He's the one that started this run with those 2 threes.
Shout out to Dan McLeod for the follow. Appreciate you. We have something in Heat Twitter that we go by the third quarter. We certainly seen that today. What a joke of a third quarter by the Miami Heat. Could have really put the game in this. Could have ended it.
What do you think has been the problem here for Miami in the last couple minutes?
I mean, all it takes is your eyes here to tell they've turned the ball over and played bad basketball.
The turnovers have been a huge issue. Huge issue. No question. But Eric Spoelstra, man, look, Celtics, a 7-point lead is not much. You were up 12 in the fourth quarter of Game 2, and you lost. So don't get comfortable here. Keep the foot on the gas. Over 1,100 people watching on Celtics. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm actually going to go sub-only mode, so if you want to get involved here in the comments, subscribe to the channel. We'd love to hear from you in the comments, but you have to be subscribed. We are in subscriber-only mode. Subscribe to the channel if you want to get involved down in the comments. We've already gained over 100 subscribers today on Celtics. Long way to go here, Rolly.
I just feel like this game might be over.
It's a 7-point game.
This Heat team looks like shit right now. They look like they...
Oh, Jimmy Butler's got to take over.
Everyone says to be positive. How can I be positive? The Celtics are on a 16-0 run. The Heat haven't scored in 4 minutes.
We'll see what Miami does out of this timeout.
They haven't been able to have an answer for Jayson Tatum in the second half, and they haven't scored. I believe Max Strus hit the 3 to put him up 9. Jimmy Butler looks like garbage. Doesn't look like he even wants to be playing basketball right now, which I don't understand how that could be possible. See if the Heat have a response here, though. Caleb Martin is into the game, I should say. Vincent has it, gets a screen from Bam. Gabe drives right, gets it to Bam. Bam loses the ball. Another
turnover out of the timeout. Derek White has it right wing to Smart in the corner. Smart fouled by Caleb Martin. Stay with Boston. Non-shooting foul. 6:28 to go, third quarter. Get it into Derek White. White drives. He is fouled. Shot doesn't go, but he'll go to the line. Boston playing with a lot more energy in the second half.
I mean, this game is actually over. Like, if I'm being dead serious, like I know a lot of Heat fans call me negative. This game is over. The Celtics have all the confidence in the world right now. The Heat haven't even got a shot off in 4 possessions.
Derek White is at the line. Dibben, we see that. We'll get to that super chat in a second. Derek White, free throw, rattles home. I bet Miami wins by 7. I don't think Rolly would say that right now.
Nope. This is going to be a 15-point Celtics one.
White at the line. Makes both. 9-point lead.
Kyle Lowry's into the game. The Heat have 0 points in 4 minutes. Jimmy drives in. He'll change that with a layup.
And that ends what I believe
was an 18-0
was an 18-0 run. Wow. 18-0 run for Boston. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. C's up 7. Jayson Tatum. Can he take over this game? Tatum, step back. 3. No. Horford tries to get the rebound, still has it, and I think he got fouled.
How are you going to call foul on that? That is actually some bullshit.
Celtics in the bonus, right?
The Heat's effort has been horrible in the second half. Horrible. Where was the foul?
Celtics in the bonus. Horford is at the line. First free throw. No. Short. Wow, Al Horford's dad played to you. Horford makes the second. It's an 8-point lead.
And Bam checks out, because that's what the Heat need right now, is Cody Zeller. Butler has it. He'll dribble right, guarded by Derek White. Jimmy drives in, gets to the Caleb Martin in the corner. Martin for 3. No good. He misses first shot of the game. Offensive rebound. Kyle Lowry swings it to Strus. Strus gets to the Butler in the short corner. Butler will face up Horford. Gets to the middle. Kicks out to Caleb Martin. Martin's going to have to fire up a 3. Short. Rebound. Fought for. Kyle Lowry has it. Out to Jimmy Butler for 3. Good.
Wow, that was huge.
He needed that one.
That was huge.
5-point game.
He had several opportunities there for your Boston to get the ball back. Derek White to Horford in the short corner, being guarded by Zeller. Go to work on him, Al. Al Horford
Travel.
Underneath, up and in.
Cody Zeller's something horrible. Picture what the word I was going to use when I said something. Jimmy guarded by Horford. Butler will drive right, go back left. Jimmy inside, stop, pump fake, pass to Zeller. Zeller fouled, plus the bucket. He got bailed out there because that was not even any contact.
There's your boy, Cody Zeller, your favorite player.
I hate Cody Zeller so much.
Highest drafted player on the Miami Heat. Number 4 overall pick.
He is so bad.
Why does he have the mask? Do you also have a facial fracture?
I don't know.
At the line, he makes it. Celtics down 4. Celtics up 4, excuse me. 4:35 left, third quarter.
All right, everyone's saying to stay positive. I'll try to stay positive.
Jayson Tatum to Grant Williams. That's a terrible shot. He made it, though. Marcus Smart from the corner.
How can I stay positive when bullshit like that has happened, guys?
I can't believe he made that. I did not like that shot.
Kyle Lowry the other end, gets it to Jimmy, guarded by Jaylen Brown. Jimmy dribbles left, gets hit by, should have been a foul on Robert Williams with a block, not called. Caleb Martin now hands it off to Lowry. Lowry gets it back to Caleb Martin. Martin pump fake, Martin 3, no good. He has gone cold.
Under 4 minutes to play, third quarter. Smart, bounce past Tatum. Tatum drives. Tatum makes it. 9-point lead.
You can say I'm being negative, guys, but I'm just calling it how the game is, man. Heat have shown no life in the second half. Celtics have done everything they need to do to come back in this game and more. Butler drives by Marcus Smart. Butler inside, layup good.
7-point deficit for the Miami Heat. Jayson Tatum to Grant Williams for 3. Yes, Grant Williams hits another one. 10-point lead for the C's.
The Heat didn't get back on defense. What are they doing? They are playing horrible basketball, and the Celtics can't miss from 3. Jimmy guarded by Robert Williams, down 10 with 3 minutes to go. Jimmy drives right, will pull up from 3, short. Gets his own rebound, he's fouled. And he's going to go to the line. As you guys are all saying positive. What is there to be positive about right now? They look like shit. They've been getting outscored by 16 in the third quarter. That can't happen. You're giving life to a team that was lifeless.
Grant Williams, the Grant Williams game. Butler's at the line. Why aren't you getting the ball to Strus more, man?
Because he's not open?
Yeah, that's fair.
Jimmy at the line for 2. His first, good. 9-point game. I guess if you're the Heat, 3 minutes to go, 2:55 to be exact, can you cut the lead to 6 or 5 entering the fourth? That's the goal. That is the goal. That is the goal. Butler's second free throw, good.
8-point lead for Boston. Let's see if they can finish this third quarter strong. It has been the best quarter we've seen from Boston this series. Jayson Tatum dribbles left. Tatum, an offensive foul.
It's about damn time they called a push-off on Tatum because he does it every time he has the damn basketball. Jayson Tatum uses the off arm more than anyone in basketball, and he just clearly shoved Cody Zeller there. And then he complains about the foul call. I can't stand Jayson Tatum. Jimmy Butler guarded by Tatum. Get a bucket here. Let's get the Kasai Center back into the game. Butler drives left to the rim, fouled, and Butler will head to the free throw line. There we go. Good move from Jimmy.
What's Jimmy talking about here? He looked upset after the call. I don't know.
I have no clue what this would be about. He clearly just got fouled.
And it was a shooting foul, clearly.
Oh, they're saying that Jayson Tatum hit the ball on the rim, and Jimmy's saying it should have been an and one because of a goaltend.
Is that not reviewable?
Well, he could challenge it. Jimmy makes the first free throw. I want to see the replay here.
Looking at the replay.
And that's I don't actually think
that was coming off.
Jimmy makes the first. Chance to make it a 6-point game, which would be huge. 2 minutes and 33 seconds to go. Cut it to 6 or 5 here. Jimmy makes the second free throw. 75-81. Continue to get stops. That's all that matters here.
Butler's got 20. Marcus Smart with the ball. Smart pass to Tatum. Tatum right wing dribble out to Smart. Smart for 3. No.
Good rebound, Caleb Martin. Here we go. I'm starting to see some life from this Heat team. Starting to see some life. It's about time they showed up in the second half. Lowry dribbling. Gets a screen from Zeller. Lowry will think about a pull-up 3. Elects to pass it to Butler. Butler will get it. He's top of the key, guarded by Robert Williams. Jimmy, between the legs, by Robert Williams. Pump fake. Up floater.
Wow.
Bucket.
Wow.
Should have been a foul, too. Big-time bucket from Butler.
4-point game.
Jimmy has 13 this quarter. He's finally shown up. Welcome to Game 4, Jimmy Butler.
Heat on a 6-0 run. Boston's got to answer. Jayson Tatum with it in the far corner. Tatum, jump shot, got it! Jayson Tatum, have yourself a quarter, man. Boston up 6. And a little bit of a shove there on Martin before the shot.
Jayson Tatum either shoves off or pushes off every time he touches the ball, and the refs refuse to call it. Kyle Lowry now has it. He's guarded by Grant Williams. Interesting matchup there. Gets a screen. He'll drive in. Lowry to the rim. No good. What is Kyle Lowry doing? He has been god-awful.
Jayson Tatum the other way. Layup is good. Big swing. Boston up 8.
Kyle Lowry should sit his ass on the bench for the rest of this game because he sucks. And they have no answer from Tatum. Horrible transition defense. Caleb Martin thought about a 3, passes it up. Now to Lowry, into Caleb Martin. Martin turns it over. They are just playing.
Lot of turnovers here for Miami.
This is becoming a joke, and I want to start saying a lot of things I can't say.
Grant Williams for 3. Got it!
It's over, guys.
Good night. Good night. Boston up 11.
Kyle Lowry the other way. Lowry will carry the basketball, another turnover. Get him out of the fucking game. This game is over. Now you have to win the Game 5 in Boston to try to not have a Game 6 back in Miami. What a joke from this team. To have a 6-point lead at halftime and to throw a dud like this in the or the third quarter. What a joke.
Brogdon. Tatum, left wing. Tatum, defended by Butler. Tatum. No good. That was not a good shot. 7 seconds left here.
Butler will get a dunk to make it a 9-point game entering the fourth quarter.
Boston still has 2.8 seconds. Robert Williams from half court. No, 9-point lead for the Celtics against Miami. This was a 6-point deficit at the end of the second quarter. Now you're up 9. This is polar opposite of game 1, really, or game 2, I should say. But now you have some, or game 1. I was right the first time. But Celtics, great third quarter. Rolly, I'll be right back.
It's fourth quarter time. Throw up those 4s. Yeah, I am losing it. A lot of people trolling me in the chat. You guys are saying it's not over. It feels over. But it is fourth quarter time, so throw up those 4s if we've done all series long. Juan Herrera with a 4. Let's get the comment section flowing. Let's see all 4s. All 4s. Come on. Want to see it flowing. Reaper says 4. Elias Hernandez says 4. He's spamming it, which I love to see. Spam those 4s. Brian Gonzalez, Dan McLeod, Benjamin Castleman, Smiley, Antoine Johnson, Ivan the Killer of Thanos, I Am Iron Man, Elvin Hilton, Dibben, Christopher, Israel, Talon, Emily Prentice, Nakota Snow, Matthew Arnold, oh, man. Eric Nord says, say what you want to say, Nick. You're up 3-0 in the series and are whining like a 2-year-old. Well, when your team looks like shit, I'm going to complain about it. Have a problem with it, is what it is. Roland S says 4. Keep on spamming those 4s. Keep on spamming those 4s. Suns are looking to hire Nick Nurse, Doc Rivers, Jordy Fernandez, or Kevin Young. Those are the final 4 coaches.
Who's that coming from?
Woj.
How is Doc Rivers a finalist?
I mean, how could he not be a finalist? He's clearly the second best coach left on the market.
Are you serious? You really believe that?
Who else would be above him outside of Nick Nurse?
I would hire any assistant in the league over Doc. Give them a shot. We know what Doc Rivers is. He's not getting you anywhere.
I mean, I would take Doc Rivers over 98% of the coaches in the league.
You're nuts. If the Suns hire Doc, they might get the 1 or 2 seed next year, but they're not making the conference finals. Give me.
Keep on spamming those 4s. Keep on spamming those 4s. Keep on spamming those 4s.
I feel like Jordy Fernandez, the Kings assistant, would be a pretty good hire there. Kings had a great year. All right, Celtics up 9. Let's see if they can finish this thing and bring this series back to Boston.
Let's see what happens, fellas. But I don't have a good feeling. I do not have a good feeling if you're a Heat fan. Bam's in the game. Jimmy will take a couple-minute rest. Duncan Robinson's in. Kyle Lowry has it, who's been horrific in this game. Lowry just doing nothing. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He'll get a screen from Bam. Lowry drives in, stops, fadeaway mid-range, no good. He just has to get out of the goddamn game.
Jaylen Brown with the basketball. Left wing dribble. Pass to White. White pump fake. Back to Brown. Brown to Brogdon, right wing. Brogdon back Brown. Brown. The floater is short. Rebound Martin.
Martin had a perfect first half. He did not make a shot in this third quarter. Kyle Lowry has it at the top of the key. Hands it off to Duncan Robinson. No Heat movement on the offensive end. To Duncan. Duncan for a straight on three. No good. The Heat have played horrible offensive basketball in the second half.
9-point lead for Boston still. 11 minutes to go. Trying to hold on and force a game 5. White to Brogdon. Brogdon right wing dribble. Back to White. Brown catch and shoot corner 3. No.
Rebound Bam, and he really has to get going in this fourth quarter. Lowry pushing. Gets it to Duncan. Duncan to the corner for Gabe Vincent. Vincent drives in. Finish on Derek White. No good, but they're going to call foul, and Vincent will have a chance to go to the line to make it a 7-point game.
Over 1,100 people watching on C's. Be sure to subscribe.
Navdeep saying, go Heat, love from India. Shout out to you, Navdeep. Shout out to you.
Have
a day, kid. You know what? That just fired me up. Navdeep tuning in from India just fired me the F up. I'm back in, fellas. Let's go. I just got fired up from Navdeep. Gabe Vincent makes the first free throw. I tell you what.
Let me just remind you,
if
Rolly,
the Heat win this game, it's all because of Navdeep.
The
I'm fired up.
Celtics had a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter in Game 2 and lost by 6. I'm just going to say that.
I'm absolutely fired up right now. If I haven't said that already, I've already said it like 8 times. Vincent makes the second free throw, lead back down to 7.
Celtics with the basketball on the left end, up 7.
He went to their 2-3 zone, first time they pulled it out in the game.
Brogdon for 3, no, rattles out. He has been so bad.
Here comes Kyle Lowry, chance to cut the lead to 5 or 4. Lowry lobbed the Bam, tip, no good, and a foul called.
That's the right call.
And Bam will have a chance to go to the line to make it a 5-point game with 10 minutes to go. Navdeep, thank you. You just saved the Heat series.
I don't know about looking at the replay. I'm not sure.
They're going to call side out before the shot, so excuse me. Lowry looks to get it to Bam, and he does, guarded by Grant Williams. Bam hands it off to Duncan Robinson. Now it's screened to Bam. Bam inside, no good, but this one is a foul again on Al Horford, and this time Bam will go to the line. Good two-man action from Duncan Robinson, and Bam leads to Bam getting fouled by Horford, and he'll have a chance to make it a 5-point game.
It's all likely going to be a 6 or 5-point game, 2-possession game. Celtics missed their first couple shots here in the fourth quarter that could have ended this game.
Bam's first free throw, no good, and that is just tough to swallow. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Heat got to win these minutes with Jayson Tatum on the bench because Tatum's been so damn good in this second half.
Jayson Tatum has been ridiculous in the second half. And when Jayson Tatum gets going, good luck.
And Bam misses both free throws.
That really hurts Miami. Derek White with it, left wing. Handoff Brown to Brogdon. Brogdon down low, Horford. White for 3. Airballs it. Oh, my God.
Here come the Heat. Kyle Lowry pushing the tempo. Lowry, Euro step out to Gabe Vincent. Swung to Duncan Robinson. Robinson for 3. No, gets inside the Lowry. Layup good. Good ball movement from Miami to cut it to a 5-point game. And we'll have a timeout by Joe Mazzulla and the Celtics.
Yeah, put Jayson Tatum back in this game. Jayson Tatum needs to be playing every single minute of this fourth quarter. I do not agree with him starting this fourth quarter on the bench. If the Celtics go on a 5-0, 6-0 run to start the fourth quarter, it's over. You're at 15, 16 points. I just don't agree with that decision from Joe Mazzulla. It's an elimination game. 38-year-old LeBron James played every minute last game.
150 people watching on the Heat Report. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We hit 700 subscribers today. Our next goal is 800. If we somehow make it there tonight, I'll be taking a shot at tequila. If not, it'll have to wait till potentially the next time the Heat play, which, if they win, could be next Thursday. If they lose, we'll be here.
Post that
on
sub link in the
Thursday.
Celtics chat. We got over 1,300 people watching over there. Subscribe to Celtics Today. Also, producer Nick is putting the Miami Heat channel link. He is the host of the Heat Report, so be sure to subscribe there as well.
I know a lot of Heat fans are in that Celtics chat. 1,300 people watching on Celtics Today. If you are one of the few Heat fans in there, make sure you hit that sub link for more Heat news and rumors videos. We're focused on this playoff run right now, but as soon as either the Heat are eliminated or are the 2023 NBA champions, we'll be right here for the offseason. All news and rumors regarding the NBA free agency and the NBA draft when it comes to your Miami Heat.
Also, I know this is NBA, not NHL. Man, I feel bad for Jeffrey Cooperstein right now. 4-0 Golden Knights.
We've just picked up 3 subs. Love it. Appreciate y'all who just subscribed. Yeah, go Florida Panthers. Can we all agree on that?
Yes.
Go
Yes.
Panthers.
Go Florida
Go
Panthers. I
Panthers.
think we can all agree on that.
Go Panthers. Go Panthers.
I don't know if I know Celtics fans that are Bruins fans, they're not going to like me for that. But yeah, I am rooting for the Panthers to win all. I appreciate a good Cinderella story, man.
Coming out of
I know,
this
John. I'm
timeout-
sorry, John. I'm sorry. I know y'all still salty. I'm not a hockey guy. I don't have a hockey team. But I can appreciate the run that the Panthers have made.
It'll be very interesting to see coming out of this timeout if Jayson Tatum checks in the game. And if so, does Coach Eric Spoelstra respond by putting Jimmy Butler in? I think you have to and go for the sweep. Don't even open yourself up to a Game 5 on Thursday. Try to end it now. Picked up another sub, 715. Appreciate y'all.
Also, Twitter's agreeing with me that it's ridiculous that Jayson Tatum was not on the floor. Because now you have let Miami back into this game. It is a 5-point game. You should have been looking to end this game in the first couple minutes of the fourth quarter.
Don't disagree with the Celtics fans there. The Heat went to the 2-3 zone, and it stifled the Celtics a little bit, forced them to take bad threes.
I hate the 2-3 zone.
Brogdon took a deep 3. I believe, who took the other 3? Derek White took a tough 3, and it was a air ball. I mean, it actually wasn't even a tough 3. It was wide open corner 3, and he missed. Tatum does check back in. Jimmy Butler does not. Interesting to note.
Derek White to Grant Williams. Williams on the right wing to Tatum. Free throw line jumper goes. That's why you have him in the game, Joe. 7-point lead.
If they're going to use Jayson Tatum as an off-ball zone beater, then you got to get out of the zone. Jimmy Butler is set to check back into this game.
Oh, wow. What a defensive play from White. Strip Duncan Robinson from behind. Brown on the other end slams it down. 9-point lead. Huge swing
And
after the timeout. I think you got to put Jimmy back in.
I mean, he's set to check in. But, man, what are you doing?
Rough stretch there for Robinson. Jaylen Brown with the one-hand jam. 9-point lead for Boston. Over 400 people watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We just surpassed 16,000 subscribers earlier tonight, trying to get to 17,000 now. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button below. I am about to say curtains for the Miami Heat. This game is on the verge of being over. They got to go on a big run here out of this timeout with Butler back in. Grant Williams is 14 points, man.
Bad basketball by the Miami Heat in the second half, and it's sad to see.
Second half, Celtics came into this half down. John Edward, got to give Mazzulla credit. Good adjustments at half. So I don't know if I'd accept the job. But you got to give Miami, excuse me, I should say Boston, a lot of credit for how they responded here. In the second half, you're down 6 at halftime. Elimination game, not looking good. You outscore Miami by 15 in the third quarter. You go on an 18-0 run.
Oh, let's see if the Heat are able to come back from this 9-point deficit. I'm just checking Twitter, seeing what people are saying. People are not too happy with the Heat. I mean, Bam has been not so good in this game.
Celtics, I get it. I mean, look, I said the role players got to step up. Tonight, that's been Grant Williams and Derek White. They've been fantastic. They're playing with more energy. They're playing with effort. They actually showed up. They didn't show up in Game 3, and it showed. Peg leg, we got a long way to go. We got to take this game by game.
Let us know who you got. 9-point game. Close to 9 minutes, I believe, left in this ball game. Who do you got? Dan McLeod says T. Oh, you know, he's spelling out positive. And Brian Gonzalez is so negative. It's so negative. I don't know, man. I'm just disappointed. Disappointed with they had an opportunity to put this ball game away, up 6 at halftime, and they threw out the worst quarter of the entire postseason. And it's just disappointing to see that. Disappointing to see that. Especially because now you got to think about having to go to Boston. And it's just a slippery slope from there, man. Slippery slope from there. All right. Let's see what the Heat got out of a timeout here. Kyle Lowry, Bam, Caleb Martin, Jimmy Butler, Gabe Vincent. I'd take Lowry out, but I expect this to be the lineup for the rest of the game. I would rather roll with Strus, to be honest, because he provides you some defense and some shooting. Jimmy Butler at the top of the key will get a screen from Caleb Martin. Grant Williams now on him. Jimmy drives right, stops, pump fakes. We'll have to take a tough fader blocked by Grant Williams.
Oh, my God.
I mean, this is
Grant
over.
Williams.
This is absolutely over.
Marcus Smart left wing dribble. Throws it Tatum right side. Tatum guarded by Martin. Tatum backing in. Tatum double teamed. Tatum has to get rid of it. Finds Smart wide open underneath. Layup is good. This game is over. Celtics up 11.
I mean, it is. You guys want to say stay positive, but if you just watch the game alongside us, there's nothing that would tell you this Miami Heat team has a chance to win the way they've played in the second half. Butler drives baseline, kicks to Vincent in the corner for three. It's blocked.
I think is that Celtics ball?
And now Gabe Vincent's hurt.
Uh-oh. Oh. That did not look good. That did not look good. I hope Gabe Vincent's okay, man. He's fought like hell this series. Oh!
Rolled his ankle, and I think he has a sprained ankle.
Oh, that did not look good.
So the Heat are going to be down Gabe Vincent, and now guess what? Because you played with your food and struggled to close out in the second half with good energy, you're now going to lose probably Game 4. Gabe Vincent's going to try to stay in the game, but I just don't see how this is possible. He turned that ankle pretty bad.
It looked really, really bad. Jayson Tatum for three. Got it!
It's over.
See you in Boston for Game 5.
What a embarrassing performance by the Miami Heat. And I tell you what, Will, we are not doing a split post game. I'm doing my own.
Okay. $14-point lead for the Boston Celtics. We have 1,500 people watching right now on Celtics Today. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you are all about the Boston Celtics, You've come to the right place. Hit that subscribe button. We've gotten about 200 new subscribers on today's live stream. Marcus. Oh, my God. What did Jaylen Brown say? I know he hasn't done much today, but what did he say? Don't let us win tonight. Kevin Millar said the same thing. Same thing in 04. Red Sox come back from a 3-0 deficit against the Yankees. Is Gabe Vincent now going to the locker room?
And now you're going to be going back to Boston, likely without Gabe Vincent. Kyle Lowry's probably going to be inserted back in the starting lineup, and the Heat's injuries continue to pile up. Bam gets it to Jimmy, guarded by Jaylen Brown at the top of the key. 7:40 to go in the game. Butler drives left, stops, goes back to the middle, misses a floater. I mean, what have the Heat been doing this entire game?
Smart. Tatum thought about a three. Back to Smart. Smart 4-3. Yes, 17-point lead. Celtics feeling good.
Lowry the other way. Bam in the post. It's dead silent in the Kasai Center because an abysmal performance. Bam inside. Bam drives baseline, fouled.
7 minutes to go. Celtics up 17. Safe to say that we will be live on Thursday for Game 5 in Boston. Nic Rohloff's a little bit nervous about this series now all of a sudden.
Bam has it. Free throw line, gets it to Jimmy. Jimmy pump fake, layup, missed it, and he misses the putback. I mean, Jimmy has looked like shit. Bam has looked like shit, and the entire team has looked like shit. What an embarrassing performance by the Miami Heat in the second half.
Jayson Tatum with it right wing. Tatum, spin move, jump shot, no good. Rebound, Lowry.
Heat will push, gets it to Jimmy, and he loses the ball. Luckily, they'll keep possession. Brian saying, I blame this loss on Nick. Trust me, no way how I act impacts this game.
Really? I thought you were coaching.
Might come to shock you, but if I'm positive or negative, it does not matter when it comes to if the Heat will win this game or not. I am just calling the game how I see it. And it might be off Jimmy, so Jimmy Butler not able to even hold on to the basketball right now. And it's Celtics ball.
Reverse the call. Boston ball. Up 17, 6.5 to play. Jayson Tatum with it. Tatum left wing dribble. Tatum crossover to Grant. Grant takes it in. Back to Smart. 4-3. No.
Rebound Jimmy. He'll push. The Heat need to get hot quickly if they want to have a chance. Jimmy drives inside, bumped, kicks it out to Strus. Strus gets it back to Jimmy at the free throw line. Jimmy will slow it down, which is the exact opposite of what the Heat need to do. Jimmy putting the moves on Brown, going nowhere. Kyle Lowry, corner three, good. Maybe that will provide some spark with 5:40 to go.
Celtics still up 14. This game is secure. Celtics are fine. Up 14, 5.5 to play, but I think we can all agree they could use a bucket here. Don't want to give the Heat any hope. Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown takes into the paint, tries to find Williams. He does. Shot blocked.
All right, here come the Heat. Great play by Caleb Martin. Lowry driving inside. Lowry throws it to no one.
Oh, my God.
Dude, I am so over Kyle Lowry. I actually would be okay if he didn't play for the rest of the series.
Marcus Smart to Williams, who slams it home. 16-point lead, 5 minutes to play. Jimmy Butler the other way is fouled.
Like, what is Kyle Lowry doing?
Uh-oh, Jimmy. Is he all right?
I think Jimmy just got bumped in the head. He'll be fine. But what is Kyle Lowry doing? Driving it like he's Jimmy Butler against Tatum and Robert Williams. What did you think was going to happen, Kyle Lowry? You cannot finish over the two of them. Jimmy will head to the free throw line, can make it a 14-point game, but with 4:55 remaining, I don't really think there's enough time for the Heat to come back in this one. Jimmy makes the first.
By the way, Boston has won 7 of their last 8 elimination games. That is phenomenal. Only loss being Game 6 of the finals last year.
Butler's second free throw, no good. I mean, Jimmy's missed 4 free throws today. He's looked like shit outside of the third quarter. This is an embarrassing performance.
Jaylen Brown, left wing. Brown, top of the key dribble now. Brown tries to find Williams, throws it away. Still a 15-point lead for Boston, 4.5 to play.
Gabe Vincent the other way. Gets a screen from Bam. Vincent inside. Floater, good. Vincent checks back in and makes a difference. 13-point game.
Foot on the gas here, C's. Jayson Tatum with it right wing to Robert Williams. To Brown, 4-3. No.
Here come the Heat. Potential to make it a 10 or 11-point game. Butler gets it to Bam. Bam has been non-existent in the second half. Max Strus gets it back to Bam. Bam drives in and turns it over. What is Bam Adebayo doing today? He has been so bad.
Smart to Brown. Brown layup. Good, plus the foul. And that should be it. Boston up 15, maybe 16 with Brown going to the line. Gregory, we see your super chat. We appreciate it. We'll get to that in a second. Brown makes it 16-point lead.
What an abysmal showing by Bam Adebayo. Actually, truly embarrassing. Strus for 3. No good. This is a wrap.
There's a whistle and a timeout. Think Boston might pull the starters. 16-point lead, under 4 minutes to play. Gregory saying, oh, can we go back to that? Gregory, we appreciate the super chat. Whatever happens, thank you, Nick and Will. Go C's right or die. Gregory, you've been with us every single watch party this series. We appreciate you so much, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. We appreciate you, man.
Shout out to you, Gregory. Appreciate the kind words.
We'll see you Game 5. We will see you Game 5. Be sure to subscribe to both channels. We got 165 watching on Heat, 1,200 watching on Celtics. Be sure that you are subscribed. We've gained about 200 subs on C's tonight alone, over 1,000 in these playoffs. Almost 30,000 total views today. We appreciate everyone for watching. Joe Mazzulla fired up, man. He heard the chatter. He heard the chatter. He saved his job with the win tonight. I think a sweep. He might have been out. Jayson Tatum with the basketball. Starter still in the game for now, and Tatum makes it an 18-point lead.
Jimmy Butler misses a layup, gets foul called.
Rough night all around, man, for Miami. Not the night Jimmy Butler was looking for. I'm surprised, man, about Butler's performance tonight.
Just sad, man. You guys had a chance up 6 to really put the dagger in this game with a good, solid third quarter and go to the NBA Finals, but now you're going to have to go into Boston for a Game 5, which is worst-case scenario. I mean, I will say this. I predicted Heat in 6, and I actually think that will remain true. I think they're going to lose Game 5, win Game 6 back at home. But the Heat had a chance to close it out, and they just let so many bad scenarios come into play after losing this game. And
Tatum, layup, good.
The defense the Miami Heat played in the second half was a joke. The offense in the second half was a joke. They've scored 35 points in the second half. What are they doing? Like, some of the shots being taken and the sets being run has just been unbelievable as Max Strus lays it in.
2.5 minutes to play. Boston up 16. They keep showing Gabe Vincent on the sidelines. That's going to be a big question mark going into the next game. His availability. Rolled his ankle earlier this quarter. Jaylen Brown, crossover. Fadeaway, no. Celtics up 16, 2 minutes to play.
The Heat are going to empty the bench as Jimmy Butler drives in and dunks it home for meaningless points.
14-point game, about 2 minutes left. Jayson Tatum will take it down. Kasaya Center is cleared out. They thought they were going to watch the Heat punch their ticket to the finals tonight. The Celtics had other ideas. Tatum has been phenomenal. Here he is for 3. No. Smart the rebound. He's fouled. 1:41 to play.
Seen a lot of negativity in the Heat report, chat. Come on, guys. Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Heat are still up 3-1. Still have control in the series. But, man, you got to think Boston's going to win Game 5. You really got to feel like advantage Boston there. Jayson Tatum in the corner. Long 2. Yes! Jayson Tatum, what a shot. Robinson back in for the Heat. Lowry's not very good.
He just airballed a 3 by about 12 feet. Like, Kyle Lowry, he's unfortunately going to have to play because Gabe Vincent's probably going to be banged up. But if you had to pinpoint 2 people that this loss is on tonight, it is on Bam Adebayo and Kyle Lowry. Those 2 were honestly a joke tonight. Straight up a joke. Straight up a joke. Florida Sports says Heat versus refs. This is on the refs. This is on you failing to show up in the second half of a closeout game.
18-0 run in the third quarter.
Failing to show up 6 at halftime in a closeout game. And you just didn't show up in the second half. I don't know what they were doing at halftime, but it certainly wasn't getting prepared for a second half. What a joke. What a joke.
Bam checks out. Tatum checks out. Robert Williams checks out. Smart checks out. We'll see you Game 5, Boston, Thursday night. We'll be live here on both channels. Be sure to subscribe. Free throw, no good.
Nikola Jovic is checked in. I love Nikola Jovic. All my homies love Nikola Jovic. They're showing Bam on TV. Well, Bam, you did absolutely nothing today. I mentioned before the game that Bam Adebayo in his career in closeout elimination games has been nothing short of phenomenal. This is his first bad one because, boy, was it bad. And the Heat are going to have a lot of questions that need to be answered prior to Thursday's game. Caleb Martin makes the first free throw. Caleb Martin makes both free throws at the line. Minute to go. We'll see you Thursday night in Boston.
$112-97 Celtics lead. A dominant performance in the second half with Peyton Pritchard in and going to the free throw line.
Don't know how this happened. I don't even know how the foul
Pritchard,
happened.
Luke Cornett, Mike Muscala, Justin Champagnie, and Sam Hauser, the 5 on the floor.
Benjamin, you're going to be at Game 5? That's cool, man. That's really cool. You live in Boston then?
Benjamin's got to represent Game 5, TD Garden. Still over 1,200 people watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Rich makes the free throw.
Brian says Bam had one bad game. Chill out, Nick. Well, I mean, I'm not calling him bad. Just saying that he's had a horrible game and he's the reason the team lost. I think that's fair to say. And I got to be honest, I think Bam is probably going to admit it in the postgame interview. That, like, I was bad. Nikola Jovic drives in, passes the Zeller in the corner to Duncan Robinson for 3. No good. Rebound Omer Yurtseven out to Nikola Jovic for 3.
Oh man, that would have saved your night if Jovic would have made a 3. Big Nikola Jovic fan over there, Nic Rohloff.
Jimmy Butler's laughing with Gabe Vincent on the sideline. I don't know what he's laughing about because he just blew the best opportunity you'll have to go to the NBA Finals. Duncan drives in, left-handed layup, good.
I'll say this, though, Rolly. If I'd have told you you're going to be up 3-1 in this series, you'd have been thrilled.
Yeah, but that would be in a vacuum. And if you tell me this is how we're up 3-1, I would not be thrilled.
Pritchard drives in. Layup is good. There's Peyton Pritchard. That'll be the last made bucket of this game for Boston. And it's 116-99 now, the lead. The final score from Miami, 116-99. Boston has won yet another elimination game. They've won 8 of their last 9 elimination games. 3-0 record this postseason in elimination games. And we will see you Thursday night, Boston, Massachusetts, for Game 5. 1 game at a time. What an answer, what a response from this Boston Celtics team tonight. You said you want to do your own post-game tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do mine now. If you want to get on the post-game show, you can use hashtag Celtics. If you want to get on the post-game show, hashtag Celtics in the chat to ask your question or add a comment. And we'll try our best to get you on. Hashtag Celtics to get on our post-game show. It's beginning here momentarily. Talking about the Celtics forcing Game 5. Did not look good early in this game. Not look great at halftime. But Boston had a phenomenal second half. Second half we've been waiting for. Outscoring Miami by 23 points in the second half. That 18-0 run changed this entire game. So, Desmond, use hashtag Celtics and then ask a question. Hashtag Celtics and then ask a question. Hashtag Celtics to ask your question on the postgame show. There we go. John Edward Kruger just did it correctly. There we go, John. Postgame show coming up momentarily. 19 three-pointers made for Boston tonight. Man. Celtics came to play. Got to give them a lot of credit. I was worried they raised the white flag in Game 3. And hey, look, I mean, the Celtics, yeah, they're down 3-1. It's still not looking awesome in terms of advancing. But at the same time, you have momentum now. You have momentum, and not only that, you have momentum going back to home. It'd be different if Game 5 was in Miami. I wouldn't feel so good about Game 5. But I think you win Game 5. I really do. I really do. All right, just tell me when, Rolling. Do we want to end the stream on Heat?
How's the audience? 112 people watching on the Heat Report. No, 68. Yeah, all right, we're going to sign off on the Heat Report. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for hanging around with us today. Sorry that I know some of you guys were not happy with how negative I was, but when your team has a chance to go to the NBA Finals and you throw up the worst dud in the second half, you're going to be disappointed and frustrated. So we're going to sign off on the Heat Report. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys Thursday. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. We'll have a video out tomorrow morning with my full reaction from Game 4. So stay tuned for that. See you guys later.
Coming up on Celtics Day, got a post-game show. We're going to talk about the win